3, 2, 1. You got it, Rise the Brick. Hey, everybody. How we doing? It's Sunday. Oh, I tell you what. I streamed for a few hours on Friday, transatlantic stream. Love that with the man himself, Brick Hive. That was such good fun. I thoroughly 100% enjoyed it. Always love a transatlantic live stream. And it was nice to do it on a Friday as well. It was Hive's day off. And he thought, what the hell? Let's do a live stream. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. So anyway, so that was Friday. Then yesterday, I built this bad boy over here. I'll get him out in a sec. I don't know if you can even see him. Here we go. I'll just bring him out slowly. Look at that. Slave 1. I built that. Oh, I tell you what, I was only going to stream for about 6 hours to do that. Anyway, I did that with the fantastic Rogue Runner. He was building one as well. And what a guy. Great guy. He's got a great channel, so do check him out, everybody. Rogue Runner, he's the man. So I built that. All you people were there. And 10.5 hours in, I finally finished it. Anyway, I say I finally finished it. There's one bag left. That's bag 13. Unlucky for some, and that is just the stand. So I've got that to do tomorrow, a couple of bit of post filming to do, and then boom, we'll have ourselves another London Bridge Brick speed build out there. But yeah, it was great to have everyone there last night, and some of you were there, God, pretty much all of it as well. So I thank all of you for being there last night. But here today, who we got in here today? We got a Tease. Hey, a Tease, great to see you again. You was there for massive chunks last night, mate. I really appreciate that. We got Lego instructions for you. We've got Brick Buds. Hello, Brick Buds. Brett's Builds as well. And we've also got Rise of the Brick. Anyway, fabulous to have all you people here. Kittenville Brick. Hey, how you doing, mate? It's great to see you. And Lego Lad Studios. Hey. Anyway, you know what this is all about, folks. It's about me and my panel and all those good folks. Of course, today is a special one because we're continuing on a bit of a series, really. It's the Voltron, and we're going to be doing this one today, folks. We're going to be doing the Voltron Book 3. Now, Book 3 is the biggest lion, but of course, I'm not going to be doing this alone. I'm going to be doing it with my partner in crime. My how can I describe this? The roar. He is the lion amongst the Lego community. He is, of course, Dok Sampson.
I thought we were building tigers. Is that what you call them, tigers? Call me the lion of the Lego community. I don't know about that, you know.
I'm causing a bit of a roar at the moment in the community.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know how it gets.
Oh, I tell you, it does go. Sometimes things, especially in the last day or so, just go over my head, and I'll be spending the day kind of trying to smooth around edges and stuff and that. And but anyway, hopefully I've done all I can for that. But Dok, I have to say I am loving your virtual news, my friend. It's good.
Well, thank you.
I'm really enjoying it. It's good fun. It's good humor, and yeah, keep up the good work, my friend. And if anybody out there loves to see a little bit of Lego community news and just Lego stuff in general, do check out Dok Sampson's channel. It's really cool, and I love
see you, Ninja.
I see you, Ninja. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, he's how you doing, Bricks with a Ninja? Lions, Tigers, and Bears stream. Good morning. Do you know? I mean, maybe we'll start calling it that, Dok, because I can remember bears a lot easier than I can lions, it appears. And
yeah, well, we can always pretend like the black lion is a big old grizzly bear. You know.
That's true. Yeah, grizzly bear. I'll tell you what, though, after streaming for 10.5 hours and then going to bed, I think I went to bed about 2 and probably fell asleep about 3. So this morning, when I woke up, boy, did I feel grizzly.
Well, I think we can make this one run 10 hours if you want. You know, I mean, it's possible.
Let's try not to, Dok. Let's try and knock this out in about 2 or 3 hours if we can.
Oh, okay. All right. And then Rise of the Bricks. I'm sorry, Rise of the Bricks. I'm very sorry for inducing nightmares. I'm very sorry.
Nightmares. I tell you, I love it, Dok. There's certain people I just love streaming with. Dok, you are one of them, my friend.
But thank you again, Greg. Gosh, I do enjoy streaming with you because you are like one of the few people I stream with that are just full of energy, nonstop. Get in front of the camera, and it's sometimes just like, will he just stop? Good God, he's been talking for 15 minutes. I've been in the green room for 15 minutes, just waiting. He's just praising me for 15 minutes. This is like, good Lord, it's just little old me.
Do you know what, folks? I tell you what, there's a new subtle change that they've made to the StreamYard system, which is when someone comes in the green room. We always call it the green room, the back room, and for some reason, whenever I'm kind of getting people, I'm kind of suggesting, insinuating that people are coming on. I always seem to do this for some reason. I'm pointing out that the green room's in this direction.
Yeah, exactly.
There is nothing there, folks. Like, the only thing here is a picture of that my godson did a couple of days for me, a couple of days ago for me, which is as sweet as anything. So I look at that and it makes me smile. But in terms of in terms of energy, especially when you've done a 10.5-hour stream, is lots of coffee, folks. Lots of coffee.
Caffeine. It's not going to be tea, huh? Not going to be some dark food.
You know what, tea? I actually find tea actually wakes me up even more. But I don't know. I guess coffee is synonymous with a kind of a energy spike, which is great when you're going on that upward spike. But then when you start petering off and spiraling down, it's another game altogether. That is, folks.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should start getting into the build. I myself have got to go to Garageland, finish up the latest episode of Virtual News. So I'm gonna let Khan step in, and he's gonna do the building. All right.
Excellent. Good to see you, Doc.
All right. Good to see you too, Greg.
Okay, folks. Well, Khan will be with us in just a tick. Let's have a look at the chat. How are you guys doing anyway? Do you know what? Even though I streamed to the early hours of this morning, which is crazy, and Brett's builds, thank you, mate. You was practically there till the end. You really was. I really appreciate it, honestly. I think by the end of it, we kind of all day long there was probably about 20 people in there, and it was such good fun. It really was. And then by the end, I think there was probably about 5 people left in it. And I was like, yeah. I finished it. I held it up like I just won the World Cup or something. Yeah.
Well, 10 hours, is that your longest stream?
Oh yeah, it is absolutely my longest stream. Because I was going to do it to 6 hours, and I thought, yeah, that's going to be my longest stream. That's my new PB. Look at that, folks. I thought, yeah, that's going to be my new PB. And then we got to 9 hours, and I said, guys, are you sure you want to carry on? Because like Roadrunner especially, he was finished, and I was like, "You sure it's 10 o'clock?" And then they go, yeah, let's carry on. All right, I'll carry on. So I did. I finished it, and I tell you what, Doc, it's massive. It's massive. It really is. But yeah, we've got to get some building in. I'll tell you what, folks. I'll switch cameras so I can show you a little bit about what we're going to be building today, just to give it that little bit of pure Lego building experience. Let's take a look at that. So here we are. I'll switch cameras. Let me just bring this round over here. Excuse the Star Wars set up, folks. I haven't changed that since yesterday. I always try and be, but then for Voltron, I haven't got anything on anyway.
Hey Greg. I know the answer is probably yes, but are you set up for a time-lapse speed build for this thing?
Oh yeah. I'm all set up. I basically haven't moved anything from last night.
So that means there's going to be a one too, huh?
I need probably about a minute. And folks, we will. We'll probably have someone else join us at some point as well in the shape of Solo Brick Builder. But he's still recovering from last night's stream, so I said to him he deserves a well-earned break. But this is what we're going to be doing, folks. This is the biggest Voltron lion, tiger, stroke, blooming bear. Bag 7's this, and then it kind of builds out. By 9, you get to the front legs and paws, and 10, it looks like we're doing a bit more of the back end, and then 11 that. Now, just so you know, actually, I might as well get these down, so you know where we've got to so far, in case you're new to this one. Let me show you the other lions we've got. I suppose these are. I haven't got a mane, so it kind of makes them lionesses, I suppose. But there we go. This is the yellow one. Let's pull that up here a bit. There we go. So this is the yellow one, looking pretty cool. And I've got to say, folks, he's big. He really is big. And this is the blue one. So we thought we'd change it up instead of going and doing one of the other ones, which I think is going to be the. Let me think. What is that one? Yeah, the arms, which are slightly smaller. We thought today we'd do the bigger one, and yeah. So this is it. And what's particularly nice about this is you've got this nice print just there. Look at that. It's nice. Yeah, these are lovely. These are. I think at the moment, though, I like the colours of the blue and red one better. I prefer the design of the yellow one more.
But definitely, I like the yellow lion head. Definitely looks way better than.
Yeah, I agree. I think that I would change the color. I might, you know what, I might even do one day. I might even just get some brick. I'm going to take the one that I like the most and maybe make a mashup one that kind of reminds me of all the best elements of all five. So I'll kind of do a Voltron 6, the lion that never was. But yeah, so what? Yeah, while you guys are looking at that, I'm going to be setting up the studio. Let me pop these over here. So I think it's so big. I think the slate one's so big, I could probably fit one of these tigers in it.
The cool thing about when you guys are all building it is like, even though you're all building the same thing, each camera kind of gives a different perspective on it, and so you kind of get a better idea of actually how big it is. You know, because it's not everybody building it is the same size. You know,
Exactly. So, hi, Sir Briggs. Great to have you here, mate. Mike Flint, good to see you, dude. Mike Flint says, lions are the black lion, the red lion, the blue lion, the green lion, and the yellow lion. They were piloted by Shiro, Keith, Lance, Lura, Pidge, and Hunk, respectively. Oh, they were indeed. I tell you what, Mike, there's a thing in this country. We love a pub in England. And I tell you what, the green lion, the black lion, the blue lion, the red lion do sound like pubs. So I might have to. I tell you what I might do for the next logo, the next thumbnail. I might actually get a picture of a pub called the Red Lion and just put that on and use that as a stream. There we go. Hopefully that's not too obscure for people. Let me know what you think in the comments, folks. Winterbricker, hey, great to see you here. Thanks for coming along. Really appreciate it, of course, as always. How are you guys doing anyway? Are you having you had a fun day? Is it morning where you are? Is it afternoon? It's afternoon here it's gone afternoon. That's kind of early evening. So let's pop this down here.
in jolly old England.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Greg, I think people would be disappointed if you used the Red Dragon, the actual pub. You know, people would be like, oh, they're not going to build Lego and drink a pint of lager. You know, they're not. Oh, thumbs down. You know, so
That's true. That's true.
You might want to put especially if you like put the lion on the picture of the pub. They'll be like, okay, which one of them is at the pub?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, good point. Maybe one day I'll do a stream where I'm building something in a pub.
Yeah, exactly. Like a small poly bag or a small, a small set. Do they have Wi-Fi in the old inn?
Yeah, the old Checkers Inn or something like that.
Right. Well, and then the movies and TV make it look like all of y'all go to the pub or whatever you want to call it every day or every week, or it's like, so do you have a special,
we don't really, Dog. It's not like an episode of Cheers or something like that, I'm afraid. But
because I know they serve food in there, and a lot of times, people go there for food and whatnot.
Yeah, do you know what? This is the thing. I don't even drink, but I enjoy a pub because it's kind of it's a social gathering. So I'm all for pubs. I really am. But personally, I don't drink. Let's put that over there. I can start filming.
Because I'm like, even cooking shows make it seem like all the English have a favorite pub, and after work, man or woman, will stop at the pub and have a pint before they wander home.
Well, we are a drinking nation. There's no doubt about that. And once the lockdown has definitely started lifting now in this country, and I think a lot of people are looking forward to going to the pubs. Especially the fact that it's been so warm recently. Oh, excuse the noise. But yeah, I like it for social gatherings. To be honest, it's nice. Like I say, I don't drink. That said, I think after I've had about 5 Cokes, I'm pretty hyper after all that. Can't beat a sugar rush.
Sugar rush, exactly. Like that, should have to be of a certain age and have a sugar drinking license. I mean,
Wow.
It's that bad for you. I mean, you can get diabetes, you know, and whatnot. People.
Yeah. I got diabetes in my family, so I've got to be mindful of that. But you know, in this day and age, you don't even have to look like you've got diabetes to actually have diabetes. You've got to be, you know, it's just all about how your body reacts to the sugar and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, the body is a complicated thing. But I'd be interested to know, actually, in America, do you guys call them pubs and public houses, or do you just call them drinking?
Well, they're just called bars because in America, you know, in England, you know, it's a public house because back in the day, you know, it was, you know, you had a small village and everybody was a farmer or raising animals and whatnot, and the only place to, you know, get a hot meal besides your own dang home was at, you know, the pub. Whereas in America, that's just a place where you go to drink because, you know, you don't drink alone at home, and so that's what you know. That's what bars were invented for, and so you go to the bar, and that's pretty much, you know, it's not really about the food. The bars are about drinking.
Yeah, well, I mean, drinking over here came from way back in the day of like Victorian times when the water was so polluted in London. It was a health thing to actually drink beer. Beer was more healthy than water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, God, can you imagine the amount of people walking around drunk as a skunk back in those days? It would have been crazy.
Right. Well, you know, they could have made, you know, this is like, you know, this is drinking beer, and so it wasn't as potent as this is get drunk beer. you know, so it's kind of like, all right, drink this. Just like they used to drink wine all the time. You know, they used to say in the biblical times because the water was all, you know, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm sure people figured out a way to drink water.
Yeah, no, that is.
I mean, that's why so much tea is drank. You know, why so much? You know, it's because it's like, yeah, people still want to have their water. I mean, they might, you know, enjoy the beer and whatnot, but you know.
Yeah, no, it is. It's just one of those things. People just used to drink all the time, and I guess that's just kind of just carried on through the centuries.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's just kind of like, oh well, at this point. But, you know, it was also the, you know, health society, you know, keep everybody from killing each other too, because people were, you know, kind of sauced, and so they were like, whatever.
Right. Okay. So bag one then, because you've got all your stuff together, haven't you? So Doc's doing a different sort of style.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes I gotta look for the pieces.
Yeah, that's it. Rise of the Brick says LBB. You mean it was Tudor times, was it? Okay, I stand corrected. That's when everyone drank ale, since the water was so pure. Yeah, that's where that came from.
During Henry VIII's time, because I'm like, they probably drank water before that, you know, and they probably drank it after they cleaned, you know, the river. Plus, like, I would think that people that didn't live in London, you know, that like lived in northern England, they were probably drinking water because they had clear streams and whatnot, you know.
Yeah, streams of lager.
Streams of lager. Well, you know, I'm sure they had lager too, just because let's not be dumb. You know. It's like so many of these bricks are like, hey, this is it. And it's like, no, it's a trick.
Yeah, no, definitely. Right, okay. That's good. Right, okay. So yeah, you guys out there got any questions or anything like that? Do throw them our way. We're here for a good 2-3 hours, I reckon. Anyway, we've got Brickin' It in the house. Hey, Brickin' It, how you doing, my friend? Welcome along. He's a UK YouTuber. He's a rising star at the moment.
Brickin' It. Okay. I almost thought you said Brick and Nick.
Oh, no, Brickin' It. It's a great name, actually. The Brickin' It has actually got a kind of a connotation here in the UK. I'll probably tell you about it offline. It is. You know what? I got to say, Brickin' It. I actually thought of that name as a possible name for our channel back in the day, when I was looking at doing a YouTube channel, say 2 years ago, and then I kind of took the plunge about a year ago. I kind of thought one of the ideas that came up was Brickin' It. So I have to say, I do like what you do, mate, and Yeah, they're very professional looking. So do check him out, folks. We've got Lego Led Studios here. Here we're having a quarantine history lesson. We are indeed with a hint of Lego. Right. Okay. All right, folks. Let's start laying some bricks. Here we jolly well go.
So how many bags? How many bags did it come with originally?
Well, this particular one.
Yes.
This is 4.
4 bags.
Yeah, 4 bags. It's.
I thought it was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
Oh, is it 5? Oh,
yeah. 4. Bag 7 through 11.
Oh yeah, no, you're quite right. Yeah, it is 7 and 11.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah. This is basically twice the size of all the others.
Yes. It's like, good God. That. Okay. All right, you were going to ask me a question, Greg, before I just.
Oh no, yeah, I was just going to say, how are you finding the virtual news stuff coming along? So I think you're doing something really quite unique there, Doc.
Well, I mean, I am having quite a bit of fun doing the virtual news, but the only drawback, Greg, is the news cycle never stops. It's just like I'm sitting there like 5 hours to editing some video that's only going to be 5 minutes. It's like where my other videos while sometimes had some stuff to them, never took that long to edit, but because of all the greens. But I am learning how to better green screen and other things, so it's just kind of like, oh, okay. And and some things are going a lot quicker and easier just because I've done them so many times now. It's just like, look, yes. But I also want to every single time I make one, I'm just kind of like, okay, well, now I want to tweak the format even more. Now I want to try it,
You're doing a great job, mate. You're finding your feet. You're doing something unique, and you're getting better at it. But you are right though. The news takes a lot of time and effort. When I used to do the LBB news, when there was 2 of us on the channel, this is pretty much just me now. When I used to do it, I used to write. The bare minimum was about 7,000 words per month, but notoriously it was more up around the 11,000 mark. So I was literally doing a dissertation every month. And you know what, Doc? I can speed and touch type, but boy, did I was getting cream crackered from doing it. It was exhausting. Because the stories and Lego, I don't know if anyone else covers Lego news out there and stuff like that. The Lego news is unbelievably never ending. It really is. You've got stuff like Lego Ideas, for example. I mean, 26 went through to the next phase, and it's just absolutely mind-boggling how much news there is out there on stuff. So
especially if you wanted to cover them all instead of just saying my top 5 favorite of the 25, because good God.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I'm glad I'm not one of the judges that had to, but then I guess it's better that they pick more than picking less,
Yeah. Do you can't try and keep it down to a certain time, Doc, each one?
No. It's not really, it's not, I don't really have control of that, because it all depends on what it is, that somebody says or does or whatever, to be like how long a certain segment can be. Like in the latest one, that Doc's working on, there are 2 segments where they're almost 2 minutes long, each one of the segments on just what happened. So it's where other ones is kind of like, ta-da, look, it's 15 seconds. Somebody said something funny in the stream or whatever. So plus I try to, I don't want to try to cover the same streams all the time and everything else too. So, you got to spend a lot of time watching a lot of stuff and watching it again and again and again and again. And, You know, I was like, you know, and I didn't like, you know, like that Brickatech thing, and everybody was getting mad because, you know, well, they didn't get mad, but they were like, hey, you know, that's technically old news or what have you, but it's just kind of like, I cover YouTube, and
Yeah.
the video that prompted me to cover that story was posted just, you know, 2 days ago. But technically, when I took the clip, it was the day that it was posted on YouTube. It might have happened in April, but that happened on Twitch. And I don't watch Twitch. And if I don't catch you, you know, if somebody tells me they're on Twitch now and I find you and I'll watch you, but I won't watch a live stream when it's recorded most of the time because you can't interact with the people that are in the live stream.
Yeah.
So what I mean, so on Twitch, it's just kind of like, it's not going to happen. So I didn't watch that. So like I said, so as soon as I saw it, you know, it was like, okay, it's this news because it was just posted, and I haven't seen it posted anywhere else that Iceberg Brick, one of the Lego masters, took offense to Brickatech's video. And then that prompted me, you know, because there were other people that got all mad about the video when it first came out. And so that prompted me to actually go and watch Brickatech's video, because I'm not, you know, subscribed to Brickatech, because, you know, Brickatech's channel is his son building Lego sets, and I'm not interested in watching a little kid build Lego sets. Okay.
No. And that's cool, man. That's
you know, so I mean, so if there's nothing wrong with, you know, that being the whatever, I'm sure there are a bunch of little kids that, you know, love it, but, you know, but as, you know, grown ass adult, yeah, you know, it's just kind of like, okay, you know, even if he was my nephew or something, it'd be like, yeah, I watched for 15 minutes. I said something in the chat. He said hello to me, and then I wandered away. You know, it's just like, so, you know, there's that, but, you know.
Yeah, there's
So it was kind of cool. I got to see Brickatech's, you know, look at some of Brickatech's videos and whatnot. You know, it's well put together, you know, well edited, well.
Yeah, Brickatech
you know.
does some great stuff. And guys, if you've never heard of Brickatech, two things: one, where have you been in the world? And secondly, you know what? He's a nice guy. Actually, I've got a third as well. His name's Greg, and that's a pretty cool name.
I know that always confuses me, so because when I knew your name was Greg before, you know, I always just called him Brickatech and just knew him as Brickatech or whatever. It wasn't until I, you know, started getting to know other YouTubers that, you know, there was like, oh, another Greg. But to me, anytime anybody says Greg, you're the first Greg I think of. I don't think of Brickatech. I don't think of Brickatech because he's, you know, he's Brickatech, and you're Greg of London Bridge Bricks. There's, you know.
Yeah. May the real Greg please step forward.
Exactly. The real Greg that I know. The other Greg is just, you know, some guy, you know.
Yeah, the big timer. Anyway, let's just have a quick look at the chat, see what's going on in there. What was that? What we got going on there? We've got Brickatech saying, "Hey guys, we've got Lego instructions for you." Saying, "What's been your favourite build, London Bridge Bricks? What's been my favourite build?" Oh, my favourite build. Oh, I'll tell you what my favourite build is, and it's one that I've not finished yet. It is the 1989 Batmobile. I really, really like that. Can I
over Slave One?
Yeah, I know. I got it. Well, it kind of one of those questions are really interesting because if it was by theme, if the question was by theme and it was Star Wars, oh, what's my favorite Star Wars set?
She got that A-wing too, you know.
Yeah, Slave One's up there. Slave One is a better build than the A-wing. Actually, I've got a question for you guys and girls out there in the chat. I've got it nearly built, and I'm thinking, do I do a review? I think everyone, there's loads of reviews being done on it, but I could kind of maybe do a more modern day one on it. Or shall I just do a quick overview at the beginning, talk about bits and pieces about it, and just maybe compare it to the A-wing? Because, Doc, the thing I prefer about it over the A-wing is that it's really bigger scale, whereas the A-wing is kind of more, well, it's bigger, so it's almost like double minifig scale.
Okay.
But otherwise, I'll just do a speed build on it and leave it at that, and do my kind of twists on doing speed builds and stuff.
So there, like the A-wing, is there anything about it that disappointed you?
Yeah, I got to say, Doc, there's
then save it. You might, are you gonna do because if you're gonna do a review, you know, that was the interesting part of your last review, because usually everybody's just all like drooling all over it and themselves going slave one, how could anything be bad about it? It's just the word beautiful comes up 20, 30, 40 times in the review.
Yeah, you know what? I've got a funny relationship with this slave one because I did it in one go doing it on a live stream. It actually was quite tiring, and every time I look at it I think, oh, I did it.
I know, 10 hours. Well done.
Yeah, I feel like I've had given birth, but it was like a tricky pregnancy. Like,
it was a cesarean.
It was more of a cesarean than a natural birth, especially when I got people like Rogue One and Cut the Craggle and everyone that was in the stream kind of egging me on to finish it. But yeah, no, I genuinely like it. I think it is a really nice ship. There isn't a bad angle on it. It's about as good as it gets, really. So yeah, Slave One's on it. I got to say though, the 20th anniversary Slave One, folks, if you can buy that, I would definitely grab that if you haven't got it, because I think that is a really good build. In fact, from what I recall, there's much more techniques in the 20th anniversary build, and especially around the chassis area, than what there is actually in this. This was kind of made up of sections of techniques, which I thought was relatively easy. With the
that tripod is made of Technic.
It is, but that's the tripod. The tripod's the tripod. But that's the last thing I've got to build actually is the stand for it. But overall, it was a really good build. And if you're interested to know what I liked about the A-wing, well, check that out. I give some honest opinions on that, constructively, of course. And yeah, again, I still really enjoyed the build of that, and that was a good stream as well. So thanks for that question, Lego Instructions. Really appreciate that, man. Brickanic says, yeah, I realised quite a lot of people have the name. That's why I spelled it weird. Yeah, that's it. It's bricks spelled bricks, BRICKS, and bricks BRIX, and there's all sorts of ways of spelling it. But no, it's a cool name, and I really like your logo, your avatar as well, Brickanic. Always wanted this set. I missed out on it. Really cool, you guys' collections. Yeah, my collection's getting there. Shelf space is always going to be an issue, I think, but I'm like.
And then the most requested video of you, Greg, I think, is the backlog. Everybody wants to see the backlog.
Yeah.
A full look at the backlog, not just some, oh, hey, here's a quick glance. No. It's like line it up box by box.
There is a vault that reaches to get to this vault is under the River Thames at London Bridge, and that is where I store my stuff. And that's all I'm going to say. It's under lock and key, under a special code that this door is only accessible for several hours of a day.
Yeah, I bet that's just like Brick Jams. He's got, and Reed, all of his Legos like in a secured storage container place because it's just kind of like, oh no.
So O'Connor says, I've started doing Lego news. Oh, that's cool. So O'Connor, I have to check that one out. And Sai, how are you finding it? Because it's hard work, isn't it? It's not easy doing news. And if anyone's ever interested in that, because quite a lot of that news that I've done in the past, the LBB news, is still relevant to today with the Lego Ideas stuff. I only stopped doing it a month ago, but because things have changed on the channel and I'm doing a lot more streaming, I kind of decided to put that to one side for now. Anyway, he's going to come back in a slightly different format, perhaps. But yeah, Si, let us know how you find him doing the news, my friend, and presenting it as well. That could be quite tricky.
And what kind of news?
Just Lego news, but yeah, tell us exactly what the type of news is that you're doing, Si. Feel free to
because I do the virtual news, and it's about Lego, but it's not about Lego, it's about Lego people. So what's he reporting on,
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about it, Si. It'd be good to know. Collecting bricks. Hey, collecting bricks, great to see you here. Lovely to have you here. Sir Bricks and Garligade here. Hey, Garligade.
Hey, good afternoon, right? Afternoon.
Yeah, it's afternoon here. Garligade was. Gosh.
Is it almost tea time? Because I'm ready to have a cup of. I'm gonna make me a cup of tea. when it is tea time.
Yeah, I'm going to have a cup of tea. I'll probably grab a cup of tea when you get back, Doc. So I'll do a bit of building.
Is it tea time in England yet? I thought it was.
Yeah. It's 6:36. So yeah, it's we have a few. We can have tea now. Let me just pull this down here, and then you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, see where I'm at, and I can kind of talk to you a little bit more at the same time if it doesn't pulse too much. Otherwise, I'll switch the camera. But there, here we go. Yeah, I can do that. That's working, isn't it? But sometimes it pulses.
Because I'll have to go and get some English biscuits, but they'll be American style.
Yeah. Actually, maybe I'll just leave it on me. I don't know, folks. Do you want to see bricks, or do you want to just look at me building bricks? It seems more natural for me to look up and chat. Garligade says, did you finish at just after 1 a.m. last night? Yeah, I did, Garligade. Literally, you went to bed, and I think I finished it about 15 minutes later. It was a good build, and God, it was a long stream, 10.5 hours. I haven't done one as long as that before in my life. But yeah, it was good fun, and Garligate, honestly, having you there really helped a lot. But yeah, no, it was good fun. It was a long stream, and I definitely would do another one of those again. And I think around the 2,000 brick mark is actually quite a nice number. Now I kind of know, because it's quite difficult to interact with everyone, because that's the bit I want to be doing. I want to be interacting with all you boys and girls out there in the street. We got Santa Brick Studio. Santa, welcome along, Santa. This is early for you, my friend. Great to have you here.
Well, he is on vacation at this time of the year. I mean, they're just working in the factories.
It's true. You must be a busy man for at least 363 days of the year. Santa Brick Studio says, Brick Film, I love your streams. Ninja with the Bricks is in the house as well. Hey, Ninja, how you doing, my friend? Ninja, if you'd like to join, you're more than welcome to, my friend. You know that. I hope the tune that you're working on at the moment is going all right too. Lepping Destroyer, good to have you here, my friend. He says, I already did it. It's now easy. Good stuff. Happy to you as well, Lepping. So O'Connor says, I present it with cutaway pictures of what I'm talking about. Oh, okay. So are you constantly in there? Because I do.
So like Lego leaks, is that what it is? You're showing off the new stuff before it.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, is that what it is? Is it like a? Because I used to do a monthly news roundup, and it would basically be videos and stuff of what has gone on that month. So it was pretty cool, actually. I kind of miss it. Sai says, "Hi Doc, how you doing?"
I'm doing good, thank you. How about you?
Brick Studio, Brick Film says, best YouTuber. Hey, Rogue Runner. Just finished fixing my Disney Castle. Yeah, I think he had a crash test on that. I'm just putting my ESB displays together with the Slave one. Oh, that'd be nice to see. Throw some pictures for us on that, Rogue Runner. And folks, please do check out Rogue Runner's channel. He's a good guy. I really like him a lot. He wouldn't have been on the stream yesterday. Yeah, he's a good lad. Do check him out. He does some great stuff. And after this stream, I can update yesterday's stream, and I'll put details of everybody that was in the panel as well yesterday. So that'd be good. So Brett Bill says, hi, Rogue Runner, Centric Studio, Brick Film, and Garligade. Question, what is your goal on YouTube? What is my goal on YouTube? My goal on YouTube is to help solidify a community that's already there, you know. And when I say solidify, it's just kind of just have a bit of a presence on YouTube, be myself, everybody to kind of be nice to each other. Learning lots about that recently, believe me. And and you know, it's just, you know, just I want to be. Do I want to be successful? Who knows? We'll see where it comes to. I want to get to 500 subs anyway. That's one thing I want to do. Santa Brick Studio. I'm at something like 462 at the moment. Thank you for the thumbs up. Someone just gave me a thumbs up down there. I just saw that. Thank you, whoever that was. Yeah, I want to get to 500 subs, and then when I get to 500 subs, I'll be doing a giveaway. I'm getting to that point where I really need to make the video for that, Doc. And like I've spoken to Hive, I'm basically going to copy his format of just doing a giveaway. It just seems to work. It's a really good thing to do, and it's just to say thank you to everybody for not only watching me, tuning in, but accepting me as well, which is always.
Well, you're easy to accept, Greg. Just so you know.
Oh, cheers, buddy. I really appreciate that. Hey, we've got Balopapi is in the chat. Hey, Balopapi, aka Bolo. Great to have you here.
Exactly. That's what we call them instead of going blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, Bolo is a lot easier to say than Balopapi, but I like Balopapi because I'm quite proud that I can say it, and it kind of rolls off the tongue. It's like champagne. It's lovely. That's it. I can't stand champagne. It's too bitter for me.
Oh, you got to get really expensive. If you want good champagne, get really good expensive champagne, and it's not bitter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not super sweet or anything else either. It's just kind of like you just drink it. And you're just kind of like, oh, okay, now I understand why people like this drink.
Yeah.
And I was like, I may not want to drink it all the time, but okay, it makes sense now.
Yeah, I got to say when I like sweet drinks, so that's probably why I don't really drink. But that said, I'll have champagne with lemonade or Sprite, as you guys probably call it. But yeah, a lot of people would would kind of curse me for doing that. But hey, it's the only way I like it. So there we go.
Exactly. And I'm the one drinking it, not you.
Yeah, indeedy. Right. Okay. Let's get going on with a bit more building then. Thanks, guys, for all the questions and everything. Really appreciate it. But yeah, the channel's growing quite nicely. It's not the fastest growing channel in the world. It's not the slowest growing channel in the world, but it is what it is. It grows at the rate that it grows at, and I kind of try and diversify as much as I can. With everyone, kind of a lot of people in lockdown at the moment, and the fact that I do enjoy live streaming.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wanting to do as much live streaming as I can, really. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to solidify Friday nights as being the night that I will always try and stream. So around
which is Friday night for you, which is what time?
Well, Friday night for me around. What am I doing with that? Oh yeah, Friday night, roughly speaking, is 7:30. So that'll be 7:30 UK time, which
is what? How far away from it are you from 7:30 now?
7:30 now. 45 minutes.
Yeah. See, so that would be a good time for Friday, because even on the East Coast, it's not taking up the time slot of any, no quote unquote established stream, or what, not to step up this way. Nobody's stepping on anybody's toes and making anybody mad. So it's a good time. And in the West Coast, it's it's kind of like an early afternoon kind of a thing.
Yeah, and we used to have a guy who used to do a lot of streaming, actually. Really good channel, folks, and please do check him out as well, called Brick Bakery. European chap, Jacob, his name is. Yeah, really love his stuff, like bundles. But he's just got busy with life, and he's not streaming now on a Friday. So I'm kind of
he might be an essential worker of some kind.
He could be. I'm not really sure what the situation is or anything like that. But he used to stream about 9 o'clock, so I'll be streaming a bit earlier anyway. But I just thought, Friday night, I can get back from London roughly around that time. It wouldn't be too much trouble or anything like that. And if it does go into the early hours of the morning, which notoriously sometimes they
do, you cannot.
Then I've got Saturday and Sunday to recover. So Saturdays I've been doing a lot of streaming on recently. Yesterday being a good example of that. But that Saturdays is not the regular slot for me, and Sundays, like even Sundays, that's not even particularly a super regular slot. I'm kind of doing it because Dok has got this great set, and I want to build it as well. So because this was a birthday present, in case you guys and girls out there didn't know that. The Voltron set was bought for me for my birthday. My birthday was 2-3 weeks ago now.
Right, your 27th birthday, wasn't it? 20. It
was my 27th birthday. 20, yeah, I'm thinking everybody
something like that.
Yeah, I eat lots of moisture in. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Well, it's that nice moist air that you get off the Thames.
Yeah, thank God for Nivea. That's all I can say.
Nivea.
It's good fun, and I love joining streams as well. Doc, you used to you used to stream quite a lot, and I used to love joining your streams as well. That was always good fun.
Yeah, well, I will try to get back to streaming yet again, but kind of like things changed here a little bit, and
Yeah.
you know, so that's my time has changed, and the demands on me are a little bit different now too. And so I mean that's why I can like kind of join certain streams, because you know they sleep now or whatever. But to like host a stream at the times that I used to, I can't leave the stream unattended for like 10, 15, maybe even sometimes 20 minutes at a time, you know. So, and I can't, you know, and then have people on the stream and then, you know, expect, and, you know, those people to try to like, you know, keep the stream alive, or, you know, anything else kind of like that is, you know, not fair. And so it's just easier just to not stream at all.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Doc. And then in case everyone's wondering, well, why is Greg doing all the streaming and Doc, it's just easier that I do it. It's as simple as that, really. There's not really much to it.
Exactly. And Greg is such a gracious host anyway.
Oh, thank you, mate. But yeah, streaming is good fun. It does take up a long chunk of your day.
You can. The funny thing about streaming most of the time is you look up and you're like, holy moly, it's been, you know, insert number of hours. You know, and it's always number, never a single number, but you know.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? I could never. I don't think I could ever stream for just an hour now. I think by the time I kind of get into it, I'm kind of thinking, you know, I'm just getting into because I think interacting. Half the stream is really building something, and the other half of the stream is kind of chatting with people in the stream. So I'm kind of putting together probably about 50 bricks at a time, and then sort of jumping in and chatting with people and stuff and like that as well. But yeah, I just really enjoy the interactions, and you know, and there's all sort of minor pitfalls that come with everything like that. But overall, it's a really enjoyable experience. I love doing it. And then yes, like I say, it's good to do. It's coming together quite nicely, actually. I've got to say, this is in case you guys and girls out there don't know this is a Lego Ideas set. It's set number 21311, and there was literally about 4 left in London when it was coming to that point where it had been retired, but it was really retiring, and it was kind of do it or regret never having it. So I just kind of said to my wife when she said, "What would you like for your birthday?" I said, "Oh, I really fancy that Voltron," and she was like, "Lego." So I said, "Yeah, if you don't mind." Anyway, she didn't mind, and here we are. I got it, and I've got to say, I really enjoy it, and it's a really lovely thing. This is going to sound really weird, but it's a lovely thing to actually build 5 very individual things that will come together eventually.
Yes,
it's great. It's a really straightforward build as well. I mean, it's got some interesting, complicated parts to it, I suppose, but the sum of the parts are really what make it.
It's like how they're layering this is just kind of it's just like, now put a gray plate on there, now put a brick, now put 2 gray plates, now put a it's just kind of like, what is. Yeah, and then of course, you know, there's already some detailing on the top, so that's kind of, you know, it's some flashy real gold.
Yeah, I got to say it's very cool. Let's do that, do that, and do that. Bag 1. So there we go, folks. This is bag 1. Let's stick you up. Let's make myself bigger. So if anyone's wondering as well, why has Greg put his hat round like that? Well, one, there's 2 reasons. One, I've not combed my hair today. I've got hat hair, and then because I'm filming it, the camera's there. And then what you don't want to see every now and again is the cat coming into the coming into the camera on there, which one day when I eventually do it. But yeah, I don't. I'm not some cool dude, folks. I know my place. But here we go. This is so this is bag 1 of 4, and when you're building this up, it's like all great constructions in Lego. It kind of builds up with all these fixtures that you're making. And if anyone out there has built brickheads, you know, I quite like a brickhead from time to time to build. It's all that. This is all the foundation stuff that's going on. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, let's have a quick look at the chat because it's pinging by like a good one. I really appreciate it, folks. Keep it coming. Marfan20. Hey Marfan20, how you doing? He says,
hey, Marfan20.
Yeah, it's good to see you here, mate. He says weather also got worse lately. Schools, do you know what? We're really lucky here in the UK. The weather here has been really good. Like for the rest of the week, for the next week, it's like 23 degrees every day. It's going to be really pleasant. So we've been very lucky in that respect, mate. I hope it's better where you are too.
I always love it when you guys have your temperatures. To me, I'm like 23. That's 7 degrees below freezing, but all right.
Yeah, I gotta work out what the change is, because my brother, who's English, has moved to Boston in America, and he talks in American temperature, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, well, he has to, otherwise, you know, he'd get lost.
Yeah, all I know is 30 degrees is like 0 where you guys are. I know that's cold. I don't know what it is. I think it's about 75 here.
Okay, that's nice.
Is that good? Yeah, it's a really pleasant heat. It's lovely. We're very lucky.
Yes.
Monopoly says Lego Pop, Japanese pop. Santa Brick Studio, Brick Films. I love your streams, but please answer more comments. All right. I'm doing my best. We normally have loads. Yeah, we'll have someone join us to help out as well, but we kind of flick in and out of it. Santa Brick Studio. Actually, Santa Brick Studio, do you stream at all? Tell us a little bit about your channel if you like. Ninja with the Bricks says that's why it's most important. Messages from the T-files to ignore people that hate Bolo. Then you become an A-file. Laugh out loud. This is true. Lego Led Studios. Cube as well. Philosophy. Oh, laugh out loud. I forgot. Rise of the Bricks, Lions. Yay. That's what we're doing today, my friends. It is all about the Lions. Oh yeah, no, I can. I'm just doing a little bit of building and then doing a little bit of reading today. What else we got going on there? Okay, after tons of comments. Hey, that's it. It's all about balance, folks. Trying to build this as well, because there's people who watch me build Lego, and there's people that want me to just talk and chat. So when it's just me and someone else, I have to split that. So don't take it personal, everybody. It's all cool. Philosophy. Hey, Alan, what's up? My homie, I've been you. So yeah. I'm so nobody say anything for 10 minutes. No, I'm kidding. Just say what you like. Talk to each other as well. And I tell you what, folks, check out each other's channels as well. You know, you're all cool folks. We're all like-minded. There's 20 of you watching at the moment. Check out Dok. You know, if you're new to London Bridge Bricks, boom, hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the family and check me out. See what we're all about, folks. You know, it's all cool stuff.
So Bolo's calling Alan his homie. Has he been in the stream before? In the chat?
No, maybe it's been, unless they've done some streams before or something like that.
I guess there are streams other than our own.
Oh, there is a lot of streams.
Hard to believe.
I tell you what, Dok, the interesting thing is now how much all the big gun YouTubers are doing live streams. I mean, M&R's always done live streams. That's nothing new to him. But people like Jang, I think he's doing a pretty good job of doing his streams. He's got his own particular style. You've got Ricketek, he's doing more streams than normal. And he's actually dragging along some of the smaller YouTubers that are, you know, like your Lego Freak and what's his name, Jin Blade, you know, people like that, instead of just, you know, the Ryans and the Jangs, you know, people like that. He's actually, you know, just kind of cool. That said, I'm still waiting for my invite, mine. So
yeah, I know. I did, you know, I featured him in the virtual news. Probably never see him again. You were like, yeah, dang her, you know.
Yeah, maybe I'm at a disadvantage being called Greg, because no one would. You can imagine 2 Gregs on one stream.
Yeah. Like, isn't there one other big YouTuber that's named Greg too?
There used to be I know Greg in Australia who's actually English, and he moved to Australia.
Yes, there we go. There's my other Greg. Because I'm saying I met you as a pair of Gregs when I first met you, and that was in back in the 72-hour live stream when you and other Greg.
Yeah. I love Greg to bits, actually. And folks, if you want to know, and again, excuse the clutter noise, if you want to know anything about trains, do check out GJ Bricks. You know what? It's really hard to get him on a stream with me because he lives in Australia, and obviously the time zone difference is horrific. But I probably talk about his channel or promote his channel as much as anybody else's. So He's a good lad, though. I really like Greg, and yeah, he was the first guy I ever did a stream with. So he's always going to have a sort of special place in my YouTube heart. He will be. But,
and you know, it's like we should try to get Greg in touch with Steve Reynolds.
Yeah, I've said to Steve to get in touch with him before, only because I just thought, you know, being a fellow Aussie,
yeah, and,
they're quite different. Quite different styles, I think. But you know what? You know, Steve Reynolds does some great stuff. So check out Steve Reynolds' channel, folks. He does some great stuff. He's been doing a lot more streaming than normal, and he's kind of like a pillar for the Australian Lego community. He's a really good guy.
Goes to conventions. I think he's won many, well, maybe not many, but a lot of awards. And he's had, like, you know, the Australian Lego Masters, like, you know, the guy they cast as the villain of, you know, season 1 down there, Billsy. He's on that. He's on with Steve all the time, and the Aussie Brick Chick. Yeah, and then the Brick Man, the guy that does all of the building of all of the, you know, like he's the one that his team built that motorcycle that they pushed over. They showed in the commercial, you know, and things like that, like the stuff that they use to demonstrate, the Lego stuff they use to demonstrate whatnot. It's done by the Brickman, and he's, you know, he has a YouTube channel. It's quite interesting. And then, of course, you know, when the show is on, he'll show you. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that he'll put on his channel that isn't on TV.
All right. Well,
that's cool.
So. Doc, do you I don't know if anyone in the chat,
Lego professional, huh?
I don't know if anyone in the chat's seen it, but Doc, have you seen the Australian take on Lego Masters? Because that just seems to come and go like really, really quick.
Yes, I mean, I did. You know, I covered it in one of the episodes of the virtual news, like which is better. And it's like, I mean, you know, I hate to say, having watched the American version and having watched the Australian version is hands down better.
Really?
Yeah, the host is funnier. The you know, just the build, just the way they show the show, and then the best part about the Lego Masters Australia is it's not one episode a week; it's a couple episodes a week.
Yeah, but
you know, and it's presented at an earlier time. It's on at 7:30 in the evening, so it's, you know, it's clearly trying to draw in the younger people with the, you know, and the older people. And when I say older people, I mean, like, you know, your grandmas and grandpas and the rest of the family in, you know, at that time zone, you know, whereas the American show wasn't on until 9 p.m. on a weeknight, which for some kids, it's like bedtime, you know, especially if you're, you know, you're in elementary school, you know, your 1st through 6th graders, you know, it's just kind of like time to go to bed, you know, no excuse. You know, some parents are going to be like, you know, no, routine is routine. You know, so it's kind of like that kind of a show has got to be on earlier, you know, and I thought it was like, why is this not on Sundays, you know, at 7:30? It's just like, what is with this Wednesday, you know, followed by The Masked Singer? You know, it's just kind of like, what are you guys doing? What audience are you trying to get at this time? You know, it's, yeah, and I don't know, that just the show is better. I thought it's just way better.
Yeah, that's interesting to know that. I'm going to, when hopefully the English one gets recommissioned again as well. So I'll be looking forward to seeing what your thoughts are on that. If you can ever kind of get
see if I can figure out some way to VPN it, or, you know, I can catch most things on, you know, BBC, because, you know, BBC America might even carry it, you know, and show it after it's shown already in England, because they won't show, a lot of times they'll show something after a season is completed in England, then they're like, okay, now we can show it here in America. But they won't, you know, try to run it at the same time that it's running on BBC One or BBC Two or, you know, Sky TV or whatever. They'll wait, and then you're like, okay, here you go.
Yeah, Carla says about that. She goes, I wish they were a Series 3 coming out in UK Lego Masters. I don't know if there'll be something imminent soon about that, Carla Gate. I really hope there is. The Woodshop Teacher's here. Hey, Woodshop Teacher. Good to see you.
Hey, Woodshop Teacher. Hey, man, you never know. The American show's doing great. The Australian show's doing great. They might be like, hey, this is our chance to make some, you know, money in England. Let's get the show going again.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's not failed or anything like that. They've just not done it another one yet. But Cy O'Connor says, I always subscribe back. Cy O'Connor says, the Cool Factor live stream. What's that about, Cy O'Connor? I think that's where I found where we, as I said, where I found you. It's where we found each other's side, wasn't it? The the Cool Factor. I like watching the Cool Factor. Actually, he does some good stuff. Do you ever watch the Cool Factor? He's someone I wish would kind of.
Cool. I've never heard of it. I mean,
yeah, the Cool Factor. He's Mike. He used to be. He's Polish. He used to be with Brick Vault, and he left Brick Vault for one reason or another.
And what's Brick Vault?
Yeah, Brick Vault.
Oh, what is Brick Vault?
Oh, Brick Vault. It's God, they're a big Lego YouTuber. They've got like something like 500,000 subs.
Oh, I thought the Brick Vault were the ones that made customized Lego minifigures.
No, they do mocks. They do their own custom builds, which are really good, by the way. But yeah, Mikey does his own thing now. He's called the Cool Factor. He's got about 5,000 subs. Does a lot of work with Beyond the Brick. Does some nice stuff.
Oh, okay. So, then I might be subscribed to him then. I mean, I just don't I mean, there's so many channels, so many names. It's you know.
Yeah, Balopapi says, how did you watch the Australian Lego Masters upside down? That's a cheap joke, Balopapi, you know it. The Woodshop teacher says, hi, Tease is live. Ah, cool that there will be fun, Woodshop teacher. I watched the X Factor. He says, yeah, Mikey from Brick Vault. That's the one, Garligate. You got him. My friend 20 says, Mike from the Cool Factor. He's a great guy. He's lived in the Netherlands for a bit. Oh, has he? I didn't know that, actually, my friend. But he's in California now. But I think he's originally from Poland. He's a really nice guy.
California.
So I kind of says, hey, I've got an exclusive season 3 Lego maybe coming. Oh, okay. That's interesting to know. I'll keep an eye on that side. Is that going to be part of your news? And my friend 20 says, Mike left because of budget cuts, I believe. Yeah, I think there was a few budget cuts in there. There's a really interesting interview with him, Marfan, and the guys at Brick Vault. And who was it interviewed? Oh, no, it wasn't actually Beyond the Brick interviewed him. It was actually M&R Productions, Ryan. He interviewed him. And, you kind of learn a little bit about it. But, yeah, I mean, it's like all these things. When there's a split sometimes in a team, it's really hard to kind of keep things kind of good. Things inevitably don't. And, it just depends what your situation is at the time. But, yeah, I think it was, at the end of the day, like all these things, they wanted to go in a particular direction. And there were money constraints there. So when you get money constraints, sadly, people tend to lose their job.
Yeah.
Right. Let's start laying some bricks. What does that say?
It's like, I don't even know if I'm through the first bag yet.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I got a page and a half to get to bag 8.
Let's exit solo. Sorry, Doc, I've had myself on solo. Let's take a look, see where you are. Where you at?
Ta-da!
Yeah, looking good, mate. Yeah, looking good.
You're nearly there. Right, just right.
Yeah, you're nearly there.
But I can't tell which way this is going to go yet. It's like, is it going to run this way, or is it going to run this way? Time will tell.
Yeah, that's fine. What end of the butt?
Another. But and it's just the layering of the plates on these things is just kind of like, okay, here we go again.
Do you know what, Doc? That was what surprised me about the Slave 1 was the amount of layering about it. Because it's not actually, like I'm saying, it's not heavy when it comes to the technical side of things. At least I really didn't get the impression that it was. For me, it was just, God, there's so many plates involved on it. This is why I absolutely loved it.
I mean, that's what like I thought was interesting about building the walkers and whatnot. It's just kind of like, oh, you got to build these pin things with Technic, and then now you use brick and plates to somehow fold and bend, and then they just all kind of like clip into place. And it's just kind of like, well, I could never have thought, I would have been like building the entire thing with bricks, going, oh, okay, how can I, use these kind of pieces to, bend, slight angle for, the walker and whatnot, instead of, coming up with how they come up with some of these designs. I'm just kind of like, wow, I could never imagine how to make an infrastructure to then clip plates all on the outside. It's just kind of like, just to conceive of it, it's just kind of like, good God.
Yeah, you know what, Doc? It's a funny thing because I think you know, I take my hat off to when I did the LBB News, we used to cover a lot about what was going on in the world of Lego ideas, and I think a lot of it just boils down to knowing what bricks are out there and what ones are available, and that kind of gives you that feeds into having a really good idea as to what you can actually construct and how you construct it. Because you look at the Slave One 20th anniversary
Yeah.
and you look at the Slave One UCS set, I have a newfound respect for the 20th anniversary one because that's constructed from a hell of a lot of techniques, which is, you know, really good techniques, construction as well. Whereas I tell you what it is, right? It's like when you construct the 20th anniversary Slave One, it's like it's like constructing like a cage, and then you build this cage around it, and you kind of the cage is the bones, and the Lego is the flesh, if you like.
Yeah.
But the UCS set very different indeed. In fact, I tell you what it kind of reminds me of. Just to give you a Lego analogy, the version 1 of the Yoda UCS set is a completely different construction to the latest Yoda UCS set, and both of them use completely different techniques. One's constructed using lots of technique, and the other one is just constructed using lots of Lego. You know, so the latter being the older one. So yeah, so I reckon that's probably the way Lego are doing things these days. Their modern take on stuff is really just using techniques as the skeleton. You know, so which I don't mind at all. It teaches you a little bit about technique stuff, I suppose.
Right. Well, yeah, and then it's, you know, odd connections, and then it also, though, I think the more technique you work with and whatnot, the more you might be able to then build some of those internal superstructures, just because you've done this in so much. Especially if you do some of the huge UCS sets like the Star Destroyer, or, you know, Slave One, or if they make a UCS, you know, AT-AT Walker, you know, it's just like, gives you skills to then be able to go, oh, hey, I can use this in other ways.
Hey, we've got Robin Hall in the house. Hey, Robin, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. What's we got going on here? Robin,
just like I think if you sit around with a lot of bricks and just kind of, you know, mess with connections and whatnot, it kind of, I think, you know.
Yeah, I reckon that's probably what Moto does, because Moto says he's kind of just plays with the Lego and kind of gets a feel for it.
I know, and then an idea for a, you know, a massive construction comes to him, and he's like, here, and then he just, you know, willy-nilly puts it together in an afternoon. I think I'll build a giant wolf's head. Ta-da, there it is. You know.
Oh, it really is. I saw that and I thought, yeah, that's really different. And it's funny because then within the same week, and again, you know, let us know what you guys and girls think out there in the chat about this. But I like these Star Wars helmets that have come out, but I really wanted to like this Iron Man one that came out. But I think Lego have really messed up the jaw section of the helmet.
It kind of looks like, yeah, now that you say that, it kind of looks like it's sucking in its bottom lip.
Yeah, he's gurgling.
Yeah, you know, if that makes sense.
And I think he is. That's exactly what it looks like to me.
The gold is fabulous, though. The gold, gold tiles. It's like, wow.
They've honestly, I think they've done all the hard. They've done the hard part right, but the easy part, like the jaw, just, I don't know. Really, it just looks horrible.
Well, that's kind of like, for me, the Stormtrooper. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, the bottom part looks too big. You know, with the two nozzles and everything, I'm like, it just looks too big, and his face looks stretched. You know, it's like, it's slightly okay with the TIE Fighter pilot only because those nozzle things that are coming out of there, but those look too big on its face as well. You know, and it looks like its nose got pushed in. And then the only one I think actually looks decent is Boba Fett, but it just looks too tiny.
Yeah, I think you probably appreciate them more if you saw him kind of in the flesh, so to speak, because I was kind of a similar feeling to what you're. But everyone I know who's built the Stormtrooper, so I don't know. I think Brick Hive's done him, and yeah, it's actually Brick Hive's definitely done it, and a couple of other people that I know. They were actually quite surprised how good the Stormtrooper is.
Yeah, but I don't think any of them didn't like how it looked from the get-go like I have. Most of them, everybody's been all like, oh, Lord, they're making a Stormtrooper helmet. This is the greatest thing since sliced bread, you know, and I'm just kind of like, eh, it looks funny. From the get-go, I've just been just like, it's funny looking.
Yeah, I think they've missed it though with the Iron Man one. Actually, everyone in the chat, let us know what you think of the new Iron Man helmet. Do you like it or do you loathe it?
I don't know. It's almost kind of like, you know, like a lot of people that just collect just, you know, to collect. I don't see. I mean, it's okay. It's okay enough. But I just think that the price is a little bit, you know, too high for anybody just to go, I'm just going to get it just to get it. You have to actually, I think, you know, kind of want them in order to, you know, pony up that amount of money in the first place. When there's, especially because this summer they got every line has got, you know, Harry Potter and the City Explorer, you know, Explorer and the new Hidden Side and the new Star Wars. There's so much new stuff coming this summer. It's just kind of like, it's, you know, it's like you got to be very deliberate this year as to what you're gonna get, and not gonna get, just because there's so much good stuff this year.
Yeah, yeah, this is true, man. This is true, but it's a good thing. It's
Yes.
For all you dudes out there that do the news. Yeah, it's you got your work cut out for you.
It's like, it's way better than when they have a bunch of crap and you're just kind of like, hate it, you know.
Yeah, and this is the thing, right? You know, I'd rather. The thing is, right? Lego have done their thing, right? They bring out really good stuff, and sometimes they just seem to miss it. But that's cool, you know, because they'll readdress that, or you'll get some clever so and so out there that will kind of do it and make it look good. And Lego, to be fair, they've for those that Iron Man mark, they've put a lot of pearl gold in there. I mean, there is a bundle of pearl gold, and it looks overall okay. I mean, and I'm sure it's one of those things at certain angles, and I'm hoping that maybe in the flesh. It looks good because I've never been a fan of that DB5 Aston Martin car that came out, Doc.
Yeah.
But I want it. I do want it. Having seen Brick Hive build his and a couple of other people I know that have done it, they actually say it's actually a really good set. It might not look perfectly like the Aston Martin DB5, but it's a really good feat of engineering when it comes to Lego techniques. So
I thought it, and I don't, you know, not some sort of supercar aficionado or anything, but I thought it was pretty darn close to looking like, you know, anybody that's seen it pretty much goes, that's the James Bond car, you know, and people don't go, what is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It just in some angles it doesn't look quite right. Robin says I was going to stay, but my attention span is about 2 seconds. That's what you 2 hours sleep, Robin. I'm surprised I didn't see you at 2 o'clock this morning changing nappies. But yeah, no, anyway, thanks for popping in, Robin. Really appreciate it. Ninja with the Bricks says, I don't have any ninjas. They are reclusive. Yeah, that's true, actually. He may have the name Ninja in his name, but yeah, funny enough, doesn't collect. I don't think you collect, do you? Ninjago.
No, I don't think he collects any Ninjago.
No, I don't think he does. He says he's got Ninja in his name, but that's just irony for you. So Rickett goes on to say, yeah, I've been loving making mocks for the city. Makes you realise how good the official modulars are and how skilled the Lego designers are. Yeah, and I've got to say, Rickett, that's really good for your channel as well. People are always going to love that. They really do. And I think maybe if I wanted my channel to grow maybe quicker, maybe I'd have to do a Lego city as well. But on the flip side of that, everyone I know who's got a city, I would say, maybe you can help me with this as well. They do say there's quite a big cost factor involved in having a Lego city.
Oh God, yeah, especially you know, well, especially because most of the people that have Lego cities are, you know, they are perfectionists and they want their city to be perfect. And then I think a lot of it's just because everything needs to be like tiled off. And so it's like all the street and the sidewalks, and then, you know, everything's got to be connected. And then because base plates are so thin and wobbly, when you start moving your city around or trying to rearrange things, it's like, uh-oh, things are going to fall off. And so you realize you got to build on mills plates. And so that's, you know, brick after brick after brick that's hidden under, you know, so you're just the mass number of bricks that you end up needing just to make, you know, just to satisfy your own internal perfectionism, you know, just because you want your city to be good, you know, look good, be good, you know. I'm sure you can, you know, probably, you know, pull back on some of that stuff, but, you know, it's just kind of like, yeah, but I want my city to be, you know, completely cool.
Yeah.
So it's kind of tough. It's, you know, it's a tough call.
It is a tough call because it's like, where do you put your money? You know, how do you split it all up and stuff like that? Yeah, let's know your thoughts on that, Brick. I'm really interested. My friend 20 says the helmets are cool. If I had the money to buy them, I would get a different UCS set. Yeah, I mean, I think there may even be another UCS set coming out later this year, maybe September time or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Hopefully it'll be AT-AT UCS.
Yeah, I'm not. Maybe I'm not sure. I mean, God, it'd be expensive.
Although Ryan might have dropped he did drop a new video, so he might have said, because, you know.
Oh, so there is a chance they might be. Yeah, because I'm not going to. I'm not going to bother with the playset because I've got this bad boy over there that I've built. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put the light on so you can actually even see it.
Yeah, you're super AT-AT.
Super AT-AT, which I use these days for holding boxes on its back.
if only you had a remote control, you could have it walk around. Be like, carry that over here.
It's the most expensive advertising haulage that anyone could have. But yeah, I mean, my God, I mean, that was like probably £300-400 to put together. I mean, modular buildings must cost an absolute, you know, an arm and a leg.
Oh yeah, but a lot of them, it's like where I'm finding, you know, at least watching different channels and whatnot, there's a lot of older sets that are like retired or whatever. They're like, oh look, it's $700, and they're just like, well, if you pull up the free instructions on Bricklink and drop them into, you know, the thingy, look, you could build that set for $65. Then, you know, it's just kind of like you just have to pay particular money to find any pieces that are printed or pieces that have got stickers on them. You can find those in Bricklink or whatever. So these, like, pretty much any retired set, unless you're, you know, have to have the box, you know, and have to have the instruction booklet or whatever in physical form, anything that's retired, you could pretty much put it together on Bricklink, even find the stickers, you know, find the printed pieces, and still pay like 25%, you know, the price of what people are asking for the actual whatever. So it just depends on if you need the box, or, you know, so it's like the hobby can be expensive and, you know, and not expensive all at the same time. It just depends on.
Yeah, no, definitely. Letting Destroyer, many happy returns. Happy birthday. If you're having a good day, my friend. I feel privileged that you're even watching me today on your birthday. I hope you have a great day, mate. I hope you buy and get lots of Lego as well. If you buy Lego, or if you're going to buy any Lego, what do you fancy getting? Winterbrick is saying happy Carligade, and the woodshop teacher says hi, Winterbrick. Lots of love in the chat. Nice.
Oh, did Delegate say what she thinks of that Lego tape? I think she got. I think I saw a post on the Instagrams.
Yeah, there is Lego tape out there now, isn't there? I think it got announced on Friday, I believe.
Yeah, the thing nobody asked for. It's just kind of like, here it is, everybody, Lego tape.
Yeah, because we had a company in this country that we could get stuff from that was kind of Lego compatible. But yeah, it's yeah, now we've got it. What are we going to do with it, folks? Is it going to be something that Dots gets to do some stuff?
I don't know. When I first saw it, I was just kind of like, okay, I guess you could use it as a border trim when you paint the walls or whatever. Because I was like, I'm supposed to like peel it down and then, you know, use it for something. I don't know. It just seems, even as a kid, I was like kids are going to want to tape the floor for some reason. I don't know. You know, how sticky is it? Is it peelable, unpeelable? One time, you know how they have those stickers, those decals you can buy that you can put on the wall, and then you can peel them off, and then they're still sticky, so you can, you know, reapply them somewhere else on a different wall or what have you.
Oh yeah, so Gargate says, "Hey Doc, it's off Amazon. It's not actually official Lego tape."
Oh,
Then Lepin Destroyer says, no, Rise of the Bricks says, LVB, you mean Macchia tape? That was Lego compatible. Okay, maybe.
I thought it was official Lego because I saw it in the Lego leaks thingy.
Oh, maybe. I'll tell you what, that'd be a good April Fool's Day one to use. Gallagher says, I think it's just for the kids to play with on the floors. Yeah, maybe. You never know. Lego might come along one day and buy it up like they do tend to do these days. Lepin Destroyer says, with all my Eid and birthday money, I'm getting some Monkie Kid sets. Ah, very interesting. What do you guys out there think about Monkie Kid? I think he looks really good. I just wish there was a sub £20 set that I could buy, but there isn't. They're coming high end with that.
Yeah, hashtag overpriced is how I feel.
Yeah. I think it
looks nice. It might be worth it, but I'm just kind of like, eh. Especially with all the other, like I said, with all the other sets that are, it's like, no, got to pick and choose this year.
Yeah, and that's the thing, folks. It's a bit like, I mean, you take something like Bricking It, if you're still out there. It's one of those things. Do you build stuff that's good for the channel, or do you buy something? It's you've got a lot of choices to make when you do a YouTube channel. It's not a case of just buying something because you fancy it. But I've got to admit, pretty much most of the things I buy is because I like them. So anyway, let's get back and lay some bricks. Here we go. Right, where am I at? I am at step 40. What step are you at, Doc?
Number 38.
Okay. Oh, we're right in line with each other. That's good. That's good. And also, is there anyone out there that's actually even built this set as well? If you have, what did you think? Did you like it, or did you not like it?
Did you hate it? Did you stop midway and put it up on the eBays?
Yeah, people do. And also as well, I mean, I don't know what the secondhand market's like at the moment, but there's a lot of people been buying a lot of old retro sets these days.
Oh yeah, and all the brick sellers I'm following, they are just booming. People are just like, fine, I will make a minimum order. Give me that stuff.
Yeah.
They're just busy.
It does seem that way.
And they are finding a lot of stuff on clearance right now to, part out, as they call it. So
yeah, it's because you got the sunsets coming. But you know what I love about this year, and do you know anybody who's out there? Here's a tip for you, right? With Lego Speed Champions, you only tend to get about 6 new cars a year, and the cool thing with that is, for some reason, around this time of year, they will do. Like a lot of other Lego sets, they go into the sale. So this time of year is the time of year when they're all going 20% off. So I picked up the Jaguar this week at 20% off, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to building that. So I don't know, I might build the Ferrari on Friday. We'll call it Ferrari Friday. Here we go. So yeah, I picked up a couple of those. So definitely a good time of year to pick up some Speed Champion stuff. It'd be nice to build one of the new 8-stud sets, because for some reason or other, I just haven't got around to building any of them. Yeah, I haven't built any, Doc. And I think I might build. I think I've got the old style Ferrari, because you can still actually buy that. And I bought the style Ferrari, but I might sort of buy both.
Well, you need to get that. The one I guess the best buy is the 2 bluish green cars. Because they are
the Jags.
Yeah, they are the best priced.
Yeah, they're like literally 20% difference between them and Lamborghini.
Yes, it's just kind of like, what's going on here? When I saw it, I was just kind of like, I better just pick it up before they realize they've made a mistake.
Yeah, you're spot on, mate. You're absolutely spot on. We have some movement in the green room.
Uh-oh.
One second, and I'll be there.
Be careful. We are building lions.
We are. They are not to be diced with. everybody. Just pop that there. Take that off there. Just pop that there.
So I built part of it backward.
You built part of it backward?
Yeah. I put these in the other way. So they had studs sticking out instead of anti-studs. And so the pieces weren't sticking to them. It's just like, I'm like, why are these not sticking?
Okay, folks. So to help you out with the chat, we've got a good friend with us now. And this friend goes by the name of the one, the uno, the solo, the builder. How you doing, mate?
Hello. How are you doing?
We're doing good. How are you, Darren?
Yeah, pretty good. Another day, another life.
It is, yeah. Another day, another stream.
Yeah, man. How's your polar bears coming on?
Yeah, the polar bears. That's a good. Actually, we could do a white one, Doc. I could do a white one of these. They would look like a polar bear.
I think they would just need a little tweaking on the heads to actually change, from a bear to a tiger to a lion.
Yeah, what do you reckon, folks?
That'd be good.
Did you have a picnic today, or you just been chilling?
Yeah, we're just in the middle of it at the moment, so I thought I'd just hop on and say hi to everyone and try and see what everyone's up to. How are you getting on?
We're good, mate. We're doing really well. We're missing your MC skills.
I try and stay for as long as I can, but yeah, I've got a couple of social distancing barbecue going on.
Oh, that's cool, mate.
I'm like, the neighbors are letting the plague people out today without pitchforks and torches.
Yeah, there's quite a big gap. Between everyone, but yeah, it's an interesting way of doing a barbecue. Let me tell you.
So now there's a new meaning to the term "mind the gap."
Yeah, pretty much. How we all doing? Bricks Bar, Bricks, hello. Brick 25, hello. Winter Bricker, how we all doing? Gala Gaze, and Woodshop Teacher, and Leopard Destroyer. Some very familiar faces there.
Yeah, lots of love for you in the chat, my friend. This is nice to see.
Yeah, Marfan 20, yeah. How we all doing?
Say hello.
So which one's this then? So we're building the torso then today, are we?
Yeah, I think this one is the torso. Funny enough, it's the biggest one. So yeah, it's his the physical body, which is the black lion. So he's the big one, all right? He's twice the size of all the others.
Ah, God. Not gonna be a 10.5-hour stream then tomorrow.
No, mate. How did you do anyway? Did you manage to catch some sleep?
I caught a couple of winks, but when you got a lunatic daughter running around, it doesn't last very long, unfortunately.
That was crazy. You know, I completely blame you for that because I was quite happy to stop at 10 o'clock, and you was like, no, let's carry on. I'm good to stay.
Yeah, well, we got it. You got it built though. Anyway, we got it built. That was the main thing. You got it built.
Yeah. No, I'm really pleased with it, mate. It's cracking. It's a cracking set.
Have you got your stand built now?
No, I haven't done the stand yet. I had to catch up with some chores today. I've got a little bit of painting to do tomorrow, but I'll finish off the last bag and do a little bit more filming tomorrow.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty much there. I'm sort of like 20 minutes away. I was happy to leave it at just doing the stand last night.
Nah, fair enough. I couldn't blame you. Which our teacher says, what time did the stream end? It was for us. Well, it was about 10 hours and 35 minutes, wasn't it, Greg? I think we officially ended in the UK. Was it about 1 o'clock in the morning? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or 1:30? I know it's something like that. Anyway.
Yeah.
It was.
It was 1:30.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah, it was quite the stream, but what an epic stream! It was really good.
Yeah, it was epic, all right, mate. Oh, it was crazy.
Oh,
yeah. No, and also as well. I mean, I completely appreciate you doing that for me as well, mate. That was a big ask. So thank you very much.
No. Anytime, man. Anytime. That was a lot of fun. Get to speak to a lot of you. Bricksloff, hello, welcome. Yeah, Gallagher says it was just after 1 a.m. Yeah, it was. Yeah, my. But it was good though. It was epic, and you got probably one of the very impressive set built.
Yeah, I got to say, I absolutely love it.
But arguably, you could probably say that these streams here that you're doing with Dok could be longer, but obviously spread over a certain amount of days.
True, yeah. But we're kind of doing it over a period of time. We're drawing this one out nice and slowly.
yeah. Nah, it's all cool though. It's all cool. So Lepin Destroyer has actually asked, can anyone recommend a set for $200? Now, I'm going to say this to the same as anyone else. It all depends what kind of theme you're after. What kind of theme are you into? So are you into Star Wars? Are you into Lego City? Are you into Ninjago? What you into?
Yeah, what floats your boat?
Yeah, that's the main thing. That's the question I always ask anyone, because you got to narrow it down. But if you're into anything, then it makes it a little bit harder. I hope everyone can hear me okay, because I am using my phone at the moment. So
no, you sound all right. You sound all right. I can't see you, but you sound all right.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, the front-facing camera on my phone. Unfortunately, my daughter's done a number on it. So.
Oh yeah, it didn't survive, did it? Through a sort of a mini apocalypse.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, she did. So Lepin Destroyer has actually asked. He says he really doesn't care.
You can bring her down.
How much was it again? Was it $200?
$200. I mean, it's quite a wide window you got there. I mean,
Should we get her?
Stranger Things. Is that a good shout for 200?
Which set was that? Sorry.
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. Yeah, that. I mean, I haven't built the set yet, but that would be a pretty good shout. What else is there? I mean, you got the UCS wing. I mean, that's a pretty good set. I'm trying to think of sets that's actually out now. I mean, obviously, I don't know a lot about Ninjago, but I'm guessing there's plenty of Ninjago ones. The Treehouse, yes. Gallagher come up with a good one. A Treehouse, that's a very good one.
Yeah, good shout, Gallagher.
Yeah, the Tantivy, as George Lucas calls it, the Tantivy 4. Maybe not. It might be a nice set. It's right up the $200 set, $200 mark.
Right, I think Princess Leia calls it that in the movie too one time.
Hey, brother from another brick. Hello, my friend.
Hey, BFAT.
How you doing? I missed out quite a lot of Brick Hard stream, unfortunately. I'd like to go to my social distancing barbecue.
How very dare you?
Unfortunately, but yeah, like I said, I can't stay long, but I thought I'd pop in and say hi to everyone. Check out the chat for a bit.
Oh man, it's good to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to be here. Brickslaw says, how much is that new Monkie Kid HQ? That it is huge. I could mock it a bunch of buildings from it. I think it's a pretty big set. I can't remember how much it actually goes for. I think that's.
Oh, it's about. I think it's going to be a good 180 quid.
Yeah, it's about that. Gallagher says as well, any modular set is also a nice one. The new bookshop or the diner. Yeah, they're two really nice sets. They are.
Yeah,
so you got plenty to choose from there. Lego Destroyer, Lepin Destroyer. Some two really good. You got a lot of good shouts there. A lot of good shouts.
Yeah, to be fair, £200. You'll get pretty much any set that you fancy with that.
Yeah, it's a lot of good shouts, and yeah, there's some really awesome sets out there. So yeah, I know we probably haven't helped you that much there, Lepin Destroyer, because you probably just looked at Lego sets and saw the same ones, but some good recommendations there for you to have a look at there, my friends. Cafe Con says, afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon, Cafe.
Hey, Cafe.
Actually,
hi,
Cafe Con.
If you're interested about the Monkie Kid and the large,
I get the mech.
The large mech, Cafe Con's actually just done a review of it, so do check that out, folks. Because
oh yeah, I got to check that.
I really like Cafe Con's style of review, and I think it's unique. I think it's very honest. Yeah, so do check that out, and that may help you decide whether or not you want to get that.
That's definitely one set that I'm really kind of considering buying. So I might actually, I've definitely got to check that out and check out the review on that. Definitely, I might check that out later on.
Yeah, I mean that is basically the new Voltron.
Yeah, it does look. Yeah, if the pictures come across the way it is, it seems very impressive. So, yeah, it does look good. You know, what you breaking in there? What you breaking? Don't break that. Brickslaw says the diner will cost more than $200 though. Yeah, because I'm trying to think. Obviously, I'm thinking of the UK price.
We're thinking pounds. So pounds wise, it's about 160, I think.
Yeah. So if you translate that over, I mean, it shouldn't be more than $200. I wouldn't have thought, but obviously, I don't. To be honest, I really can't answer that. I'm afraid. Anyone in America, can you check that out? See how much it actually is, and just let us know. Just out of curiosity.
How much? What is?
Yeah, is it the diner? Yeah, the diner.
Is that retired now? Is that still a thing?
I think it's still going. I think I can't check it out at the moment because my laptop's off. But yeah, I'll have a little look and I'll write it in the message later on.
All right, let's see. There it is. Shopping.
BBD. Rise of the Brick. I have
$109
for one sec.
Used.
$109 second hand, was that, Doc?
Yeah, I don't know if it's in the store still. It's all on eBay. eBay. $199, $179, $3. Yeah, so it's about $200. I don't know if it's in the store still. Let's see. Go to the Lego store.
Rise of the Brick says, "I'll leave for one sec, and we lose 5 viewers." Nah, they'll be back. Have no fear.
Yeah, it's $169.99 right now, but it's out of stock.
It's out of stock, is it? Yeah, I think at Legos, quite a lot of their stuff is out of stock at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it is retired.
Yeah, I think Lego profits have definitely hit the roof this the last couple of months, I bet.
Well, yeah, especially if they don't have to pay for employees to show up to work.
Well, that's true. Yep, that is very true. That's very true. Why are you crawling around for, you strange child? So I'm just looking at my daughter. She's just crawling around on the floor for some weird reason.
Well, she's having fun. I mean,
200 is my only. Okay, I think it's missed a few words out there, but it looks like it's most. So Left Destroyer says $200, mostly his birthday money. I have more. Okay, yeah. So there's plenty of options out there. If you're after a really big set, or you can get a load of smaller sets.
Right, or if you want to, buy Leppen, you could get a lot.
Yeah,
that's true. I mean, it won't be any good, but yeah, it'll be good.
But then he wouldn't be the Leppin Destroyer unless you want to buy loads of Leppin and destroy it.
I'll make videos.
Yeah. Garligo says, get it soon because potentially it might be retiring soon. So there you go. So if you want a diner set, it sounds like it's going to be retiring soon, according to Garligo.
Yeah, and they might, just because they're out of stock for so long, be like, let's just retire it now. Hit the retire button. Boom. We don't have to fulfill it now.
Yeah. What are you doing, you lunatic?
Because you're going to have to fire up the factory to, make more.
Yeah. Do you reckon Lego slowed down the output?
Did Lego what?
Do you reckon Lego slowing down their output, or do you think they're even doing more than normal at the moment?
I think it was at the normal, and just, the demand just hit harder than they thought. Or they're creating a false shortage by, like they did. If you ever listen to Kevin Hinkle's stream, how they would reduce what they had to, it was, I don't know, some sort of, to increase the demand for things because it's, suddenly gone. So they just made less so that they could raise the demand on things because their things would just run out, and then they'd be like, oh, let's back order it. And then
I wouldn't be surprised. They've all got their own little tactics, haven't they?
Right, and make people make alternate choices
somehow.
Yeah.
Come on. There we go. Ooh.
And I love how they have the upside down tile and the right side up tile and the side of bricks all work together to make smooth.
Yeah. It's really good. It's not funny.
Yes, it's just like it's all over the place. It's just like, whoa.
That's looking good. Doc, that looks like a hell of a lot of bricks in front of you.
It is.
There's like a lot of got in comparison to what I'm looking at on Greg's on what I can see on Greg's screen.
Oh yeah, well he's got it easy because he's got individual bags, so he's opening each one, going, oh, now let me build this.
To be fair, I had got it slightly easier.
It's looking good. It's looking good.
Darren, what's coming up on your channel this week? Are you going to be streaming?
Yeah, I will be streaming. So this Wednesday coming is going to be the end of the contest. So this Wednesday, I'll be live streaming, potentially be getting some guests on, and yeah, I've got a few videos coming up as well of certain sets, and maybe even a cook along with my daughter again. I think we might be making some cupcakes at some point. So yeah, so that might be nice and messy for everyone to see.
All right. Well, FYI, people, he does not complete the bake. Okay. He puts it in the oven. You never see it finished.
I did try last time, Doc. I did try last time. I made poached egg on toast.
Yeah. Well, because I basically because I just want to see the daughter just shove the cake in her face. She's a little kid. Cake. Just rah.
Yeah, Sure. I posted a picture on there on Instagram for you, Docs. I don't know whether you saw it or not, but I did post one thing on there for you. So, but yeah, unfortunately, it'll be a bit too hot to give it to her. But yeah, I might try and prepare myself a little bit more because I'm not a cooking channel. So
yeah, I don't know. You could be. You got the skills.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, my main focus is obviously on Lego. But yeah, I might try and do something. I might try and bake it, do like a couple of batches beforehand, and then oh look, here's ones I made earlier.
Exactly. Pull them out and be like, all right, she can have one. They're done.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Streaming magic. And be like, look at that. They're already cut up and frosted.
So Bricksloth actually says, I love the diner set, but it's just too big for my Sloth City. Oh, that's a shame. But I'm going to make a smaller mod to make it fit better in there. Oh, that's all right. At least you can make something out of it anyway. Rise of the Brick says, food and Lego don't mix. Well, food and Lego and my daughter just doesn't mix anyway. It's always a bad combination. But yeah.
Well, she's with her hands. What do you expect? It's like,
No, she does try. You got to give her credit. She does try and mix it, but yeah, I end up having to put my own elbow grease into it.
Yeah, well, I always love it when they have the fork and then they put the food on the fork and then they eat it.
Yeah.
With their hand. You're like, okay, whatever. At least you're using the fork.
Lego Lad Studios, hello again. Wow, it only feels like 5 minutes ago we're speaking to you. Welcome to Doc and Lego London Bridge Bricks Voltron stream. Welcome. Solo, what is that content all about? Ooh, you have to wait and see. I don't know yet. I think I've got a Slave 1 review, not the big one, but the 20th anniversary one, because I was actually flicking through my last ones, and apparently that is the only one out of the 20th anniversary sets I have not reviewed. I don't know how that never came about. So
you've built it though, haven't you?
I built it. Yeah, it's all built. I've just never reviewed it, and I have no idea why. But yeah, that'll be coming up. So don't know. I might compare it to the older one as well, but I think that's a bit of an unfair comparison, to be honest with you, because the new one is, it is much better. There's no argument against
yeah,
it.
It's better. I got the 20th anniversary one. I'm sort of mulling over, should I do a review of it or not? But I suppose the only thing I could add to it that no one else has ever done is, like what you've just said, comparing it to the 20th anniversary, and also comparing it to the A-Wing.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I mean the UCS Slave one is going to win out. straight away because I mean, well, you built it yourself, Greg. You know what that build's like.
Yeah, I think the 20th anniversary though is a really good version of the Slave One.
Oh yeah, it's a great cracking set.
It's
Absolutely
meant to be the betrayal on Cloud City. That's meant to be a very good Slave One as well.
It is. It's a very good one. It is a very nice little build as well. It's really good. I cannot fault with that. I really can't. But yeah, I have to remember that because the Betrayal on Cloud City set is just an obscure set, and I, as you can see, have nowhere in my flat to really store it on. So unfortunately, that was a set that had to unfortunately leave, which I was quite sad about to sell. But maybe next time I might get a new one. Maybe one day, but who knows? Smith Toys might actually get one in stock and let me buy it again and then keep it in its box. But I'm sorry I can't stay any longer, but I'm going to have to scout off, I'm afraid.
Okay, mate. Well, look, good to see you.
Well, thanks for having me on there. But if you guys are still streaming later on after the barbecue's done, then I'll definitely try and pop back on and stay a little while longer.
Okay, mate.
All right, good to see you.
Take care, Solo.
Thank
Enjoy
you very much, you guys. Good luck with your building. And sorry I couldn't stay any longer. But
no worries, man. Take care.
Take care, you guys in the chat. More fun, Leopard Destroyer, Lego Lad Studios, Brick Sloth, Gala Gates. I think I've got everyone. Rise of the Brick. And if I missed anyone else, I'm sorry, but you know who you are. So I'll see you guys later. Take care.
Have a good one, mate.
You too. Bye-bye.
And that, everybody, is the very lovable Solo Brick Builder. Do check out his channel. He does some really good content. He does some very unique reviews. He has some very interesting views, and he will always give you constructively his honest opinion. So do check him out, folks. He's a good lad. All right, got lots of little bits in this one, including a few stars as well. As always, Doc, I've got to say, I am really enjoying this build.
Yeah, I know. It's just like it is complicated, yet not. that makes sense. It's kind of seems like a lot more complicated than it is, but it's just kind of like but it's got technique upon technique upon technique, and it's just kind of like, and I'm always just looking at it, going, what is that going to be? How will that be? Because it almost looks like its face. Right there before I put all the gray and the white on there. It's just kind of like, oh. It's got to flip down. Triangle, okay.
That's good. Oh, yeah. There we go. So that comes around.
And were there any? Did yours come with any stickers other than the numbers for the lions?
No,
Everything.
I think it's just literally the numbers.
Because I found there's a printed shield thing.
Oh yeah, there is definitely a printed shield in there.
This is printed too. It's some sort of tiny little notch on it. This dual upside down slope.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a unique piece to this, I think.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, check that out. Yeah, because it's printed.
One there. All right.
What? Okay, one right there.
Marfan20 saying, Greg, do you happen to play Battlefront 2? I don't actually, Marfan, but I've got to say I do enjoy the game. I've played it, but I'm not like a regular player. I haven't played it in ages. But yeah, no, I think it's a really good game. I think the graphics are fantastic with it, but I just used to find it a little bit repetitive. But that's it. I think it's one of those good games where you can pick it up and, just blast the hell out of something for a while.
Is it a first-person shooter?
Yeah, yeah. Bob, I just posted you a little message. Tell me what you think.
Posted who a message?
Up to you. In the private chat.
Oh, I think I'm very.
Garligo says, hey, what's up, Brick Vibe? And Brick Vibe is here. Hey, mate, good to see you. Bama Bricks, hey, everybody. And Lego Lad Studios doing his thing.
I would say yes. I would say yes, Greg.
Okay, cool. Marfan says he's pretty good at Battlefront 2. He goes, I have a BB-8 at level 54. That's saying something. Now, BB-8, I wouldn't say was synonymous for doing battle scenes and stuff like that. So I get where you're at there, my friend. That's good going.
But doesn't BB-8 only have that torch?
Yeah, it's fine if he's in a very explosive area. I can imagine he'd be very useful.
Like, how is he shooting anybody in that game? It's just like, oh, they gave him a gun attachment, or they put him inside a vehicle. They're like, well, he's got in this vehicle. It's got a gun. And I'm thinking that tomorrow or the day after, the Lego store should be open now.
Really?
Yes.
I think ours is due to open for quite a while yet.
I think ours opened on Thursday. Well, because our state, it's by county. So county by county, it's been given the okay to each county leader can decide, what will or won't happen. So like some of the counties that are east of the mountains and have very low traffic have been open completely for like almost 3 weeks. Whereas like downtown Seattle, they're like, oh, no, we're not ready to, fully open up anything else. Whereas, I live far enough away from the big city that it's like, all right, let's give it a shot and see what happens. But, they got social distancing and they got all the cleaners everywhere. And,
Yeah, that's what you want to see about at the moment.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, fine.
Lepin Destroyer says, Greg, do you have the Stranger Things set? No, I don't actually. It's one that I don't need, if I'm honest. It's a nice to have. But no, I don't have it. Does anyone else in the chat have Stranger Things? Because it is a good set. It's just one of those sets that I just kind of don't feel I necessarily need it. But
Greg, give me a moment. It's noon, so I've got to go check on something.
Yeah, no worries, my friend. I shall fly the flag. Oh, let me, I'll tell you what I do. Let's change it to that one. And then I can get to see you good folk out there as well. So here we go. So yeah, how about anyone else out there? You guys and girls out there? Anyone else out there got the Stranger Things set? I mean, definitely looks like a great set. Well, this has got some really cool small parts in it. So I'm just about to create what I think is the kind of the chest plate of Voltron, and it's a bit fiddly. So I've just got to see what parts it is. I was only actually using one part from that whole thing. That's easy. So here we go. Let's throw it on. Let's get it going. And yeah, just pop that there. I think that goes in the middle there. But yeah, tell me about some of what your favourite sets are, because this Voltron set, I've got to say, is a little bit on the special side. There's plenty of chrome pieces on it. In fact, there's quite a lot of chrome pieces on this section that I'm putting together right this second, which once I've built it, I'll show it to you. Oh, I see. Right, so that goes on there. Ah, clever. And this is the thing with this Voltron set, and this is what I do tend to find with some of the more expensive sets, is that quite often they do have some clever techniques in them. and some techniques that you sort of think, God, I'd never imagine Lego would do that. A bit like on the Slave One, actually. With the Slave One, there's some sections where the bricks just float, and then after you go through a couple of the instructions, it then becomes quite obvious that they float initially, but then they become kind of locked into position. So it kind of moves from an illegal. What do you think is illegal anyway? I couldn't even tell you what an illegal technique is in Lego, if I'm honest. But it kind of goes from an illegal technique to a very strong construction. So I'm nearly there. So this set comes with quite a lot of sort of Lego chromed 1x2s and 1x3s and corner sections. Let me just pop that over there. I've nearly finished it, and then I'll show you good folks what I've actually done. But it's one of those sets that it kind of slowly comes together, and then once you've done it, oh, that's interesting. They've given me the wrong color. So instead of having a grey one, I've got a white one. I might have to look back at that. I might have popped one in the wrong place. But that goes there. That goes there like that. Let's see. So maybe there was something put there. There we go. There's me thinking they might have made a mistake. When really it was me. Yeah, it's funny with Lego. Sometimes you build, as you're building stuff, you kind of think to yourself, how on earth is that meant to work? And of course, you kind of realise soon after that it's kind of your mistake that you've done. But hey, that's that section done. That goes in there like that, but it's got this, it cleverly goes into this. Let me just pop that in there. There we go. So look, I'll show this up to the camera. There you go, folks. Look at that. Let's make that a little bit bigger so you get to see a nice shot of it. There we are. So that's kind of his chest plate. But if the light just about catches it correctly, there we go. You get to see all that chrome. So all this round here, around the edging, is all chrome. And I kind of really appreciate that sort of thing. But yeah, you can see where the kind of arms are going to fit into. You've got all these fixings here, all these brackets there. And then down here, you've got all where the other tigers and that are going to be. Well, not tigers, they're lions, and I keep being corrected. But yeah, it's quite a big one, I've got to say. So in the next part coming up will be the what will be the other arms. But what I'm going to do is just check through this. I'm going to take that off there because that's going to type a message to someone. I just want to check through one thing because I have got what appears to be a there we go. No, they're white as well. That's cool. I was expecting to see a grey jump 1x2, and what I actually got was a white one. And the white one isn't ideally what I was after. But that said, it looks like that's kind of what I've been given. So it might be just a mistake from Lego. Notoriously, it isn't. Though I did get, I have got a missing plate. So on that UCS set, I got given a. I was after. There was two shades of grey notorious with Lego Star Wars sets. One is dark bluish grey, and you got the kind of ordinary lightish grey, which is what the AT-AT custom over there is generally made up of. And I was meant to get these 3x3 plates. Anyway, it ended up being that I got the wrong color in one, and I kind of checked right through, but I didn't. It wasn't a mistake on my part anyway. But you know, Lego's bound to get the odd one wrong. There's 1,996 parts in it. So yeah. But look at these there. So this section here came with that gold cross, so to speak, came with like a load of tools. Let me show you these tools. Look, got electric drill or screwdriver. It's pretty cool, isn't it? And we got this is a ratchet or a rachette, which I think they call it in America. We've got ourselves a spanner. There's a little spanner there, or probably quite a big spanner if you're a Lego minifigure. Now, here we go. Another engineering feat. That looks like a little oil lubricator. We've got ourselves a hammer. Look at that. Oh, just another brick in the wall. Now, if you've seen the video to Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd, you know what I'm talking about. Well, magnifying glass, I guess. There we go. So all these are little bits that I don't need that they've given me for it, because they all must come in a pack. Okay, there's a chisel. This is pretty cool. So this must be some sort of special pack of some sort. And adjustable spanner. Look at that. That's quite cool, isn't it? So yeah, that's pretty cool. Got a few spare bits as well with this one. Yeah, overall though, I think it looks pretty good. If they're meant to go anywhere else, I'll just have a quick flick through, make sure I've not missed anything. 3 of those, where would they go? Yeah, no, definitely got those all on there. Oh, maybe not actually. It goes up there, and then you've got one just under that sits underneath the grey there. Oh no, I missed that one out. There we go. Sort of a minor mistake. If I just lift that up, just there next to the green, is it? Yeah, just next to the green. So just next to the green there, I've got to put a little 1 by 1. And there we go. And the rest of them must be just spares, because I definitely haven't missed anything else off. So let's get those out. Got a few spares on this one actually. Just little 1 by 1s. It's like a small collection of dots. Anyway, let's see what's going on in the chat. Keep the chat coming, folks. And thank you as always, everybody who's out there. Don't forget, do check out Dok Sampson. Do check out Solo Brick Builder, which I just said he was in a few minutes ago. Funny enough, before this even started, I was having a chat with Brick Hive in the studio, who was just catching up on a few bits. Do check out his channel as well. If you're new to London Bridge Bricks, give us a thumbs up if you like what you see. If you're new here, you know, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 500, folks, and when I get, probably this week or next week, I'll do a giveaway at 500, and it's just really to say thanks to everybody for being there, to be honest. And you know, it's 500. It's a really nice milestone to get to. I appreciate every single one of you being out there. Who we got there going on in the chat? We've got Sayo Connor saying, hi, BFAB. We've got Lepin Destroyer saying, it is good set and you should get it. Building the process is nice. Plus there's nice pieces. Yeah, this has got nice pieces. It's a really cool set. It's a lovely set, this Voltron. Yeah, I completely agree, Garligade. It's just really nice. It kind of just comes together. It evolves, shall we say. And especially, well, of course, once we've built all the lions, I'll probably do a stream then, constructing it and turning it into Voltron, which is kind of ultimately where I want that to be. Marvin 20 says, my favorite set is probably the 2012 X-Wing or the Yellow Submarine. Do you know what? That Yellow Submarine, it's not actually too expensive. I do fancy that. I think, am I right in saying, Marfan, that was a Lego Ideas set? I mean, lots of people do like that set. Ferenci, welcome to the stream, my friend. Good to have you here. It says, luckily, it's one mold. Yay for extras. The woodshop teacher says, Levin Destroyer, that's good to hear. You stay safe. God again says, hi, Marston. Good evening. And we've got Lepin Destroyer says, I actually know people who have COVID and one passed away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lepin Destroyer. It's a terrible affliction at the moment. And I know someone who's at it. I know someone who's 90 next week. And it's a family member. She broke her hip and she contracted this horrible disease. And do you know what? Somehow she's still clinging on there. So it really does affect people in different ways. And everybody do stay safe. Hey, Doc.
Hey. And let's not forget Solo Brick Builder and his family had the corona.
Yeah. In case you guys were wondering and thinking, my God, Solo's doing a lot of streaming at the moment. It's because he's had it. He's getting over it now. And he actually said, Doc, that he would never have known that he even had it unless he was for it.
Yep, exactly. So I'm just kind of like, oh, it's a good thing they were tested and didn't go visit Granny, you know, or and pass it on. It's a good thing they got tested and found out and stayed home.
No, this is true, actually. I'm just going to go and pop and get a drink. I'll be straight
All right.
back. Doc, you have the con.
All right. Uh-oh, we're drifting off course. We're going into crazy land. Just kidding. Let's see. Brick Sloth. I haven't said hello to Brick Sloth, so let's see. What's he saying? I'm starting my drifting diner mock. What's a drifting diner mock? Is it like, you know, Fast and the Furious cars? It's kind of like a diner that slides down the road? Or am I just blind and not seeing that right? It says, yeah, it's Lego Ideas. I love the Beatles. So it's really the perfect set. Oh, so you must be talking about the Yellow Submarine. Did Darren had the test done, Greg? Okay, I mean that's some serious English speak. I don't know what that means. But Darren is at a picnic, so he's enjoying the lovely afternoon, the beautiful weather apparently they're having in London. I am doing great, Marfan. How are you? It's technically I'm Con. Doc's out in Garage Land working on a long episode of Virtual News. So that should hopefully be out soon. Let's see. Leopard Destroyer says, I think I am missing pieces for the Stranger Things set. Oh, that's a bummer. As long as it's not something crucial, you know, maybe it's just a plant piece or something, so you'll be good. It's amazing how it affects people so differently. You can be a super spreader. Exactly. Super spreader without even knowing it. I mean, that's why you wear a mask. You don't wear a mask to protect yourself. You wear a mask to protect other people because you may have it. And, you know, the more it gets spread around or whatever by people not wearing their masks and whatnot, then that's just the more it, you know, mutates. Because there are people, I mean, if you've seen it, they've had it multiple times now. They've had it, they've gotten over it, and they've had it again. So, you know, it's going to start mutating into some crazy version here sometime soon. We humans are the perfect incubators for that kind of a thing. I mean, we have been since the dawn of time. That goes there on the purple, right? On the purple, yes. These things get super complicated, and then it gets all super not complicated all at the same time. But so far, so good. I think I'm liking this build more than I've liked the yellow, the red, or the blue. I don't know if Greg's gotten 4 lions yet. I kind of cheated and skipped ahead. But now I got to go back because part of it's not done correctly. All right, so I put 3 bricks together. Now let's go back and take a look. Where's my mouse? All right, let's see. Okay, I think we got to go back now. Let's see. Voltron was a big challenge because of sheer weight versus stability. And yeah, especially when it turns into the robot. Yep, you are correct, Martin. Okay, let's see. Brick Sloth says it's from Lego 41349. Okay, I don't know what that is, but Niak and the team did a great job. I've met that Niak guy on Beyond the Brick on their 24-hour for charities live stream. It was pretty cool. Let's see. Doing pretty good. Kind of just chilling. All right. That's good to hear, Marfan. Let's see. Oh, my God. Long virtual news looking for it. Well, you know, long is relative, you know, because normally virtual news is about 3 to 4 minutes. So it's going to be longer than that. Let's see. Leopard Destroyer. Should Lego? No. Yeah. Should Lego give you a replacement as soon as the service is back? Yes, I think they should. And I think that I thought the service was going right now, that they're limited in some ways, but they, you know, depending on which country you live in, your service might be back. I think a little bit. So it depends, you know, where you live. Let's see. No, it's a printed window, so it's super important. Yeah, so it's going to be, you know, a little bit. Just, yeah, exactly. Because normally if you call customer service Lego, it's like within, you know, 24 hours, it's on its way. All right, let's see. The black line resembles more of a bear due to it being the center. Yeah, and the ears they put on it kind of look like horns for a bull, too. Kind of give it that kind of a vibe, too. The woodshop teacher says, at Dok Sampson, I had great fun today filming and playing Heroica with Silas. Unfortunately, my phone failed, but we will try again tomorrow and make a video. Okay, were you live streaming the Heroica? Let's see. Hope you're making good progress on the Voltron. There still lots of people. Yeah, you know, that's why I like it when Greg is here, because he reads the chat, and that way I have a chance to try to sneak ahead of him.
I'm back, Doc. Don't worry.
It's just like I think he's already ahead of me. I'm like desperately trying to catch up here.
I'm not far ahead of you, Doc.
Gold grill. Woodshop teacher. Weapon destroyer Martin Ferenczi and Galigade and Marfan and the Brick Sloth. They were all yakking at me. In case you haven't said hello to any of those. There's just so many people that pop in and out, I'm just kind of like, did we say hi? Not say hi.
I've said hello to Martin, and have I pronouncing that correct, Martin? It's not Martin, or is it? It's kind of like a European take on it. It's like Martin.
Martin. Ferenczi. I wonder if that's like Italian.
That sounds Italian. Cool. I like Italian cars. I don't know about you, Doc.
Yeah. Oh yeah, some of them. And then of course I just love the the scooter. Ciao.
I had a Chinese knockoff Vespa once. That was quite good fun. But when it got to like 35 miles an hour and above, it kind of, you got the sensation it was going to start disintegrating.
Just a little wobbly. You're like
yeah, wobbly on a motorbike. I had a motorbike for a while, and I was the thing that shocked me the most was how things change as you drive faster. So, for example, 8 miles an hour, it's fine, but then you start going 50, 60 miles an hour, and like a wasp or a bumblebee would fly into you, or you fly into it.
Yes.
And it would feel like you're getting hit by a golf ball.
Yes. Like I just got smacked, and I got smacked hard by that bug. Just like if you open your mouth and one just, you've swallowed it, it's
yeah, it does
like all the way back there, man. So it's just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, this is nice. I'm enjoying this. It's quite a chill build, if I'm honest. It's good going. Right, looking good. I just got some small pieces to do in this. Yeah, that's still going all right. And then look after that lot.
What? Oh, right there. Okay.
Some gear in this one. I got to the section of this one. It's got quite a lot of gearing in it. Hey, you got Lego Maniac. Says, "Oh no, Greg has reverted to his 19s get up." Yeah, no, sorry. I have to do that, Lego Maniac, because otherwise my peak will start kind of flying into the camera. I'm doing it for artistic impressions, nothing to do with aesthetically looking.
Greg's all, boy. Yeah. Check out my build.
Martin Frenzy says, I'm still planning to build Voltron's nemesis from the Netflix series, Prince Lotar's mech, as a mock. I really don't know much about it. Doc, do you know much about that one at all?
Not from the new rebooted animated thing on the Netflix. I mean, the original show, all of the alien mechs look like, monsters, not robots. So they kind of look more like, Godzilla and this, that, and the other thing, even though they were, robots or whatever. And so, you know, Voltron would have to, you know, combine in order to form the robot, in order to take it on and, you know, save whatever it was that it was attacking. Like, how is that going to sit on there like that? Oh, okay. Well, if I actually put all the pieces on, that's how it would stay on there.
Yeah. You have to apply Lego.
Yeah. I'm like, that's just, because I was putting this on, I was just like, well, it's just gonna fall off. I mean, that's it's like that's not gonna work.
Just.
But it's like if you put the red headlight bricks there first, oh, then all of a sudden, you know, that does work.
Hey, DJude20. Good to see you, mate. Great to have you here.
It's Hey Jude.
Did you just, hey, Dok Sampson?
Yeah, you got to sing the song whenever Jude comes in. You got to go, Hey Jude. You know,
Let me says, bye everybody. I have a barbecue to go to. Let me just enjoy the rest of your day, my friend. I feel very blessed that you came in today, especially being your birthday now. So have a top day, my friend. Take care, and yeah, enjoy the barbecue.
Is he in the UK?
I'm guessing he must be, actually. It's that time of day when I would definitely have a barbecue. It's getting a bit late. It might be in, well, I don't know really. I suppose it could be in America. Could be in EST time. You never know. You'll never know, my friend. You never know. Right, I'm on bag 9 now. So let's lay some bricks. I love using this term at the moment, laying brick. I'm not quite sure who I coined it from, but I think it's a very fitting.
Had to have picked it up in one of the streams, eh?
Sorry?
So you had to have picked that saying up in one of the streams, you know?
I got it from I got it from someone anyway. It's not certainly not original anyway, but I just kind of thought, oh, yeah, it kind of goes really, laying bricks and doing stuff like what we do. I think I done that yesterday. Yeah, I suppose I guess it's just me sort of saying to people, "Hey, I'm going to do this now." This is why I like switching the camera, because the way you've got it there, Doc, I don't really have the room in front of me to put a camera to kind of show me and it at the same time, which is why I kind of have 2 cameras. It's nothing fancy like using OBS or anything like that. It's just merely me switching whatever webcam I'm using at the time. So it's not that one. Okay, I see where people go wrong with that now. Interesting. Got 2 similar pieces. Got some big old ball joints on this dock. And you just got to be careful that you use a 2x2 as opposed to a 1x2 ball joint connector. You'll see what I mean when you get to it. So I'm on, what step you on? I'm on 72.
60. I had to go back because I'm like that is not fitting. I'm like, that is definitely not fitting. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh look, the bricks fit. All right, there we go.
Oh, thank you for saying that, Marfan. Yeah, everybody who's out there, if you want to hit that like button, please do. It's always appreciated, and I genuinely mean that. It really is. It just kind of gives you a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of oomph to do stuff, you know, because I don't know, unless you do it, and if you kind of just a watcher of YouTube, and that's perfectly fine. I watch a lot of YouTube, and certainly back in the day, you know, I used to think, yeah, I really want to do a YouTube channel. I think it'd be really cool, and I'm into Lego, so why don't I kind of combine those? But it is a lot of work. People put a lot of work into stuff. And they're absolutely right when people asked other people for a like, you know, that sort of thing, they genuinely mean it, because it does give you the inspiration, and I'm not using that as a cliche, but it really does give you inspiration to kind of carry on and do something that you really love, because I don't know about you, Doc, but I gotta say, doing the amount of content that I'm doing at the moment on my own, it does feel at times like it is a second job.
Yes. Many, many, many times does it feel like a second job. It's just like, oh, good God. I am taking my lunch now.
It's strange though, isn't it?
And there's no boss to tell me no, so it's happening.
Hey, Chef T. Good to see you, mate. Welcome to the stream. I always try and do my best to actually see everybody when they do pop in the stream. So I'm going to try a different setup tomorrow as well. I say tomorrow, I'm not even streaming tomorrow, but I'm going to try a slightly different setup with my desk and that. I've got a slightly shorter desk, but that said, I don't know, it might work. It'll give me more space, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, you do want to check these things out off stream, you know, to make sure that it's going to be how you want it to be before you try it on stream.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of those people. I was going to do it yesterday, just before the big Slave 1 stream, and I got halfway through it, and I said, Greg, what on earth are you doing? If this doesn't work right, I'm going to have to commit to using this all the way. Because what it is, where at work at the moment, my office, we're moving, and well, there's not actually that many of us in the office. But anyway, to cut a long story short, it's a huge, great big building, and they're getting rid of a lot of office furniture. So I'm trying out. I managed to get a hold of a couple of very small tables, and within those tables, I can try a different setup at home. And they're only small. I mean, I only drive a small car, so it's quite useful for that because it's not costing me anything to try it. And whatever I don't want to use, I'll either just chop up or I'll
bring it back, right?
Yeah, well, I could take it back actually. Yeah, actually, that's not necessarily a bad idea as it happens. But yeah, so it's kind of it's given me an opportunity to try a couple of different ideas out. Right. Okay.
All right, I am on 67 now.
Yeah, you get into the face. Where's that? Epping Destroyer says, amazing weather in New York City, by the way. They are still preparing food.
Well, you know, people got to eat.
I got family in New Jersey, which is quite close to New York.
New Jersey?
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that's the low-class version of New York City. And I'm like, they're separated by a river is all. That's it. Just one little low river. How can one be better than the other?
So one is basically the north side and the other one is obviously the south side. Yep,
exactly. And so it's like that's pretty much, you know, explains America right there.
Oh, that's good. Right. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got that. We've got that. Goes into that. And then that connects to that. That then comes over to here. And we've got that. Connects into that. I tell you what, you've got to have your wits about you with this build. You get it wrong.
Yes, especially because there's so many things that are next to each other that are just a plate different. And if you're looking at it, you know, at the wrong angle, it all looks like it's at the same. And you're like, wait a minute. That's how I put all those pieces one stud off. It's just kind of like, what? Where? I mean, the instructions are definitely better than they used to be, but fun fact, was founded by the Dutch and used to be called New Amsterdam. So when did they change the name to New York?
Yeah.
When the English bought it from the Dutch, or did the English throw the Dutch out and then change the name to make sure that everybody knew that it was theirs now? Because, I mean, things were named after King George and whatnot around here. You know, a lot of Americans loved, you know, England, that, you know, before before the revolution.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, America still loves England. I mean, that's why, you know, we do so many things English style and just love England itself and English TV. And it's like, hello, we were cousins that fought. And it's just like, we're just like, hey, we're still cousins. That doesn't mean just because we, you know, fought one another doesn't mean that we can't remember, because, you know, our history only goes back so far and then it becomes English history. So
Yes, actually. We've got all your history over here.
Yeah.
I suppose because it's not that long ago, is it? It's all your descendants.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just kind of like, you know, it was just like, it's like, you know, it's like 100 years ago, you know, even what, almost like 90 years ago, the world was, you know, lit by fire. You know, it wasn't electricity everywhere. It was candles and lanterns and gas lamps, and, you know, it was flame, actual flame. The world was heated by fire, actual fireplaces and fire burning in furnaces, you know, actual flame. Before that was like butane, and now they have electric furnaces. So, you know, there's no actual fire to reduce the, you know, the fire dangers and everything else. And lights that, you know, have light without heat. You know, so it's like we've come a long way in just 1-2 generations.
Yeah.
You know, and so for 4, you know, if you think it's just like 90 years ago, everything was, you know, lit by flame. It's just like, and then for how long, you know, how many thousands of years was, you know, the candle was standard.
Oh, I see.
Like trying to make you appreciate, you know, super lions that could transform into just 3 generations ago.
How did we go from one to the other? Hey, how did that happen? Imagination.
Okay, so they do want some sort of, what's this crazy loose hinges going on the chest here?
Yeah, it goes across. You sort of think, God, is that? I was talking about that, and I kind of felt, I was going, this is going to go for some sort of illegal maneuver here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, are you allowed to do that? But it's in a Lego set, so it's like, well, it's not illegal anymore.
Yeah, it's officially illegal.
Well, like if Lego does it, it's not illegal. It's
Hey, guys, welcome back.
And the studs do attach, so it's like, okay, it's not some crazy technique.
Garligate says, hey guys, I've got to go. Got to put my son to bed. No worries.
All right, have a good night, Gailagade.
Garligate.
Son and Gailagade's husband. Yes. And I love how they use the wrench, or whatever you guys want to call it, spanner, tire wrench thing. Where's the cross?
Oh yeah, I was talking about that as well. You haven't got the set, but the I say sorry, you have got the set, but I don't. You haven't got the bag. There's literally one thing that's used in that dock. Yeah, that's the one. So that piece there, look, that came in a little bag. You know when you get the Mandalorians and they come with all those viewers, but they come with loads of visors as well.
Yeah,
it's a bit like that. Look, this here is what came in with that wrench. It's like a toolkit.
It's all gold, everything gold.
Yeah. And the nice thing about that is I got a load of spare parts now, which is cool. You could literally have a mechanical store.
Well, get a couple of speed champions, the sets, and you will have tools.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to build that for my stream on Friday. I'm going to build the speed champion set, I think.
Which one?
I'm going to go Ferrari. I think that's
Ferrari.
Cool. It's got the least amount of stickers on it.
Yeah, and I'm just like, is that's the black one or the red one?
Red one.
The red one. Yeah, wear gloves.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, you look, when you just open the bags and pour the pieces out, you will be amazed at how shiny the red tile pieces are. But once you handle them and put the car together, when you look at the car, you can see the fingerprints. You know, it's just like, you're like, oh my God, it needs to be polished. You know, it just. So yeah, because it is just shiny. It is one beautiful car, just like the black one too. It's like you can see the fingerprints. It's like, okay, they need to be buffed up in order to be put on display, in order to properly shine and sit there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes when I'm just doing a photo shoot or something like that, when I finish a video or finish a build, I'll do that. I'll give it kind of like get a micro cloth out and start doing it.
Oh God, you got to give it a. It was like when I used to build stuff out in Garage Land. It was like I could build something and then come in the house and have a sandwich and come back out and then get the camera and put the filters on that allow me to get 6 inches away from and then zoom right on in, and it's just kind of like it's covered in dust. It's like you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, do you know what I read once actually on Brickset? The guy that does that, he was saying that he actually built his with wearing gloves as well.
Yeah. I'm like, good idea, because it is, it is super shiny. And as soon as I touched it and it was built, I was just kind of like, wow, it could have been shinier. You just look at it, it's like, well, I ruined that one.
That's weird.
That's why I'm almost like, why does Lego not sell some sort of, car polish for Lego cars, or window cleaner for little Lego windows?
Yeah.
Well, because little kids get those things all gummy and foggy, and the little windows all. It's like, yeah, we need some sort of special cleaner that is designed to work with this particular plastic and leave no residue or stain.
Oh yeah, God forbid.
Greg, Leopard Destroyer says he has cousins in London.
Oh really? Oh cool.
There's the small chance you might have seen them.
Yeah, there's only 8 million people living in London, but you never know. Do you know what? Here's the thing. So it turns out that Brickinick, occasionally he works up in Manchester most of the time, and
is that north or south of London?
That's north. It's about 100 miles north, I think, roughly speaking.
All right.
It's like 2 hours on a train anyway. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's proper north, but occasionally he works in London, and he works at the Monument, and the Monument, in case anyone doesn't know, is where the Great Fire of London started, and also adjacent to the Monument.
So is the Monument a building? Yeah,
the Monument is like a big tower that people walk up, and then when they get to the top, they look out to London. And back in the day, it's like the biggest, tallest thing in London. But of course,
all right. And then you guys, the word monument is also means a monument, like the statue of of Nelson in Trafalgar Square. That's a monument. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah. No, you're spot on, Doc. Is exactly like that, but wider, so you can walk around. It's like a spiral staircase.
So did they rebuild it after the fire, or was it stone and it didn't burn and just the stairs burned?
No, it burned all right. It wasn't there. It was just literally put up as a remembrance to.
Oh, okay. All right.
But that monument is adjacent to London Bridge, so I'll be able to meet a fellow Lego YouTuber at some point with a bit of luck.
Hopefully on a warm, sunny day.
Rogue Runner says, so Greg, that Darth Vader promo Lego set for that code, I got an Easter monthly mini build. Oh, what? That's funny. I'll use it for the parts, but wish it was a Vader. Laugh out loud. Oh, sorry about that, mate. I would have. I'd swap you. If you was a neighbor or something like that, I'd swap it with you, my friend. So there was a promo going, Doc, on Lego. Okay. I forget when the promo came up. I think it was if you used something like what was it called? PayPal.
Okay.
To pay for a Lego set. Anyway, it turns out that if you used a particular code, that you'd get a free little mini Lego set with it. So the irony being that Roadrunner actually told me about it, and I put in for it and I got the Darth Vader. So I phoned them up and contacted them. We got some action in the green room. So I contacted them. They sent me a Darth Vader pod set, which is brilliant. And poor old Rogue Runner got sent an Easter Bunny. So yeah, got some.
There's nothing wrong with Easter bunnies, I guess.
No, not at all. Okay, here we go. This is a person who I can only describe as being fabulous. He is, of course, known as Brother from Another Brick, aka BFAB. Hey BFAB, how you doing?
Hello guys, how's it going?
Oh,
yeah, it's really nice to have you here on the stream.
It's great to be here.
It's good to have you here, mate. It's been a little while since you've been on one of my streams. It's really nice to have you here, mate.
At least 75 years, yeah.
75 years, and I hope it's worth the wait, my friend.
It was.
As I emailed you or messaged you, I can see that you was doing something live on Instagram. How did that go?
Yeah, so when I commented, hey, I saw that my friend Eric was live on YouTube, and so after that, I quickly popped over to his, and then he ended it, and then we're like, oh, let's quickly go live on Insta. And then I saw your message, and then I'm like, okay, I'll end this, and then we'll go pop over here. So.
Well, it's good to have you here, my friend. How's your day been? Anyway, are you working today or are you off?
I am off today at my day job. I got fired from my night job yesterday, so it's great.
Why is that? Being late?
No, actually, there's no good reason this time. I have never been late since I started either of my jobs.
Okay, so let me ask you this: is your state reopening?
I haven't. I think June 1st, maybe. But they said this. They keep saying they're reopening, and they're not. So.
Okay, because I was just wondering if maybe that the company's like, well, we were hiring a bunch of extra people at the time, and now that the state is reopening or whatever, we're gonna let some people go.
No, they just said I didn't make the cut, and I'm just like, what do you mean I didn't make the cut? They're like, some people make it, some don't. We it's like 50-50, and I'm like, what do you mean I didn't make it? I did everything you guys told me to. Like, no, you just didn't make it. I would give me an example. I don't have to give me an example. You were on your phone during work. I said the night boss said I could. And I believe, I hate playing the race card, but I believe the guy was racist because he said he didn't like a group of people, and I was trying to change his mind. And then I told him that I'm black and white. And after that, he started treating me different. And after that, I got fired. And it's like, I will admit when I do stuff wrong. Every other job I've been fired for, I've deserved it. This time I did not deserve it, Yeah,
that's weird, man.
Yeah. So now I only have one job. That being said, that same day, my boss came up to me and she's like, we need to talk. I'm like, oh, I'm getting fired again. This is great. And she's like, we just want to say how much we appreciate you as an employee. We did your 30-day review, and you did really good with everything, and signed this, and you're basically here to stay. So, yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, well done.
Yay, one job, woohoo!
So one door closes, another opens.
We'll say that.
That's good though, mate. That's good. So yeah, are you looking for a second job then as well, or are you going to stick with just doing the one for now?
I think I'm just going to try to get full time with the other one so I can make more money. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. So.
Well, it's not a bad idea. All right. This is a little bit of a complicated build, this one, Doc, I've got to say.
No, I'm just wondering how this is going to even up with that half snot plate thing. Just like, all right.
Well, we're good to stream for a few hours tonight, folks, but I'm not sure. I'm not necessarily convinced we're going to finish it.
Yeah, I know. This was kind of like, all right. And then it's like Solo said, we're going to end up. This is going to end up being as long as the UCS Slave 1, but just not all at once.
And believe me, for the sake of my second marriage, that isn't going to happen.
Dang, you have a second marriage? How many times have you been married?
It's not going to be all at once. So it's like we'll end up being like 10 hours building Voltron, but it'll be like every Sunday, an hour and a half, 2 hours. It won't be all at one time. I'm like, no.
Are you saying you have two wives? Dang.
No, two wives. My God, I haven't got the time. Could you imagine having a Lego obsession? Because let's face it, we've all got a Lego obsession.
Oh yeah.
And trying to, how can I put it, keep two wives happy. That's impossible. That's quite impossible.
You'd have to be a millionaire. Would be the only way you could do it.
Yeah. No, I was married before, and I was married for 20 years. BFAB, believe it or not. I got married very young.
Oh dang.
Yeah, and she was, she was a great person and everything like that. I don't really have anything negative to say about her. We just the relationship kind of expired. Really, it's a bit like having a favorite Lego set, and in the end, you kind of fall out of love with it.
That's a perfect way to compare marriage to.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's a terrible analogy, but it is true, folks. But yeah, no, we just, things happen, don't they? But we were together 20 years, and it was good fun. It was good fun while it lasted.
See, you are the positive X, like the one that breaks up and like, oh, I still like this person,
I'm forever the optimist, my friend. I really do. I try and see the good in everyone.
That's fair.
So how's life with news and stuff like that? Because this is one of the rare occasions. In fact, this is the only occasion, folks, that I am on streaming with not only someone who does virtual news about the community, but someone who actually brings the news to the community. So yeah, how's it going out there?
There's a lot of new stuff, like the train that got leaked and the Lamborghini. I just can't cover it. So
yeah,
that brown train's pretty nice looking.
Doc, you clearly don't have taste.
It's not getting a lot of love out there for the. I mean, it's called the crocodile. I don't think it fits with any. It's not scaled properly, is it, BFAB?
It's not what?
It's not scaled properly. It doesn't go on normal rail tracks, from what I'm hearing.
I think it does. I think it is scaled properly. I think my issue with it is it looks way too realistic. Like, it looks so realistic, it doesn't look like Lego. Like, usually that's not a bad thing, but in this case, I feel like it is. The color scheme is just blah. That's the only way to describe it, in my opinion.
Blah being an acronym of brown. It is just very brown, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So it should have been like that nougat color. That'd have been better.
I would think red would have been better in this case, like a maroon red
or orange.
Sorry, I'm I know I'm fairly new to Lego and stuff like that, but what color is nougat anyway? Is it like a
brownish orange kind of?
Oh, okay. Because honestly, I'm all right with colors. I know my red, green, yellow, pink, and greens, but nougat is like, what is nougat? What is nougat?
Yeah, a lot of the Lego color names, I'm just kind of like, okay, if that's what you want to call that, but that's not what that is.
Yeah, like sandy green. It's like very artistic.
It's like those colors have been defined, and they have been defined for many years now.
BFAB, can I ask you a news-related question?
Yeah, for sure.
So, say for example, I'm sure you must have done it in the past, because it's kind of you can accidentally do it quite easily, I guess. But have you, when you release a new news article, a new news video, and you have to then have it taken down, how are you approached about that? Who gets in touch with you?
Lego just usually strikes people, so they will just strike your video and take it down. Only one time Lego's ever reached out to me and asked me over email to take down the video.
Okay. So are you on like their hot list of people to just keep an eye on?
Basically, yeah, it seems like it.
Automatically, leaked images are out there. Just call BFAB. We know he's posted them.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's one subscriber that has your notification set up, mate.
Damn. Okay, now I see. Okay. Yeah, this has got some complicated motoring that's going on here. So, okay.
Yeah, what number are you up to? Because I found 80 to 90 was the slowest parts for me.
Yeah, 82. I'm just kind of like, we're building a machine.
Yeah, you're kind of going into some gearing sections that are tricky to navigate, to say the least. myself out there.
Well, just like all these red things, red brick, you know, the 1x1 red bricks with a little clip on the side. I'm like, what are they going to clip into? I mean,
yeah, you'll find out. It's a bit like with this when I was in the Slave
they're all
One.
over everywhere.
BFAB, what's your main themes that you're into at the moment? Because I know you was into Hidden Side for a while. What's going on with your taste?
I think right now for me, Monkie Kid's where it's at. Those sets are just gorgeous. Like for me, we're not gonna buy them all immediately, but I think that's a theme where I'm like, I need to buy every single set. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any yet?
I do not know. I mean, especially now that's my job. I was like, this is good, guys. I will buy a bunch of sets next week when I get my other paycheck. I mean, I'll get another paycheck, but now it's a bad move to spend money on Lego right now. But for me, it's just like, those sets are sets I'm going to buy all of them. They're higher price, but those sets are amazing. Even have to buy one a week.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. I think they look great. And my only criticism for the whole thing of Monkie Kid is that they didn't bring out a sub £20 set or $20 set.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can't criticize it. I mean, it looks fantastic. The question is, will they put more effort into that than what they do with Ninjago?
I think they already did. Just like starting off the initial wave for this theme. Like 2011 Ninjago wave wasn't that good. This one was, really good for the start off wave. So
yeah, they have hit the ground running. That's for sure. I'll give them that. And I quite Doc. Do you like their visuals that they're doing?
The visuals on what?
On their cartoons.
Oh yes, I especially like the fact that the clothes actually flows out from the minifigure instead of looking like it's just drawn on him.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I think adults, people, between 25 and 45, will appreciate the artwork and stuff like that goes into it, as well as kids will like it as well. So I think it's good. They're hitting a lot of good notes. Any particular reason, though, BFAD, that they didn't sort of bring Monkie Kid out with any sort of special offers or double VIP points or, a special gift with purchase? Do you think they know they're onto something good with this?
I think it's a premium product, kind of look at it like the Chinese New Year sets. Like they didn't offer us any good promos or anything with those sets, right? Yeah. That being said, the Monkie Kid little bike set is going to be available in, I believe, July. They were saying so. But yeah, I mean, I think that Lego knows this theme is going to either do really well or do really crappy. I don't feel like there's an in-between, but they're marketing towards the Chinese audience, and the Chinese people that are buying Lego do have a lot more money. It's more of a premium product in China. So I think it will do really well for Lego. The sets are just designed amazing. I've not seen sets for a theme that looked that good in a while, so.
Wow, I've got to say, Doc, that is, I've just done the first leg, and boy, does that join with a strong connection.
Yeah, I'm like, are we building some sort of arm or leg mechanism here? I'm just going.
Yeah, you're building the leg mechanism now, and I tell you what, the way it connects in, this thing is big time strong. This is like heavy duty stuff.
All right. That. I mean, but didn't you see Jin Blade's
one sec, guys, I have to be on mute for a couple of minutes.
Instagram post? He's sure that Monkey King or Monkie Kid will do nothing, absolutely nothing to Ninjago.
And what was his reasons behind that, Doc?
Well, mostly just because he's, the Super Ninjago fan.
Okay.
But he also reminded that Ninjago is evergreen, and
Hey, Titanium.
Titanium J might be able to answer what he.
Titanium, if you want to jump on for a bit, you're more than welcome to, mate. I'd be really interested to know what your thoughts are for in and around Monkie Kid. Is Monkie Kid complementary to Ninjago, or is it going to be the final Ninjago nemesis? What's your thoughts? Be good to know.
the nail in the coffin that kills Ninjago? Or will it be, you know, not even a slight challenge? Ninjago will just yawn and Monkie Kid will die.
Yeah,
But I could see them running side by side for quite a while. Because, you know, as soon as they announced the whole Monkie Kid, I was like, okay, this is clearly, you know, designed to sell to, you know, directly to the Chinese market. And the only reason we're getting it in America is because Lego promised that they would not region lock a giant theme or something like that ever again. And so they're like, here you go, America, there they are. But, you know, we're selling them in China. And you notice that all of the places that it's been leaked, just like here are the US prices, here are, you know, English prices, here are Spain's prices, here are everywhere's prices except for actual China. Because I'm just wondering if it's kind of like, what? Oh, well, that one set that in America and England selling for $40, that's the 1999 set in China. You know.
Yeah. I do like the way the Americans say the word China. Now, my wife is very much into TikTok at the moment. And one of the big TikToks that people seem to like doing is Trump when he's talking about the COVID virus. A reporter says to him, why do you keep referring to it as China? And she says, are you playing the racist card? And he goes, no, it's not racist at all. He says, it comes from China, like that. And it's just funny the way and I was kind of cottoned on that we say China, like that. And you say, you guys pronounce it like you normally do anyway. You pronounce it the way it's kind of spelled. China.
Exactly, China. It's like there's an N and an A in it.
Yeah. And so you kind of pronounce it correctly, but it's just funny the TikTok community's picked up on it. Right.
Well, that's just like herbs, you know, and a lot of people call them herbs, or I can't. They don't.
No, herbs. We do. This is looking cool, man.
Which way does that go on here?
I tell you, I'll send you the link now, my friend. It'd be great to have you on.
I'm like, that doesn't stick like that. What are they talking about?
This is a really complicated section. Like
yeah, exactly. It's like they leave you at step number 89. They're like, okay, put it together like this, and then the very next step, they're like, hey, it doesn't even look like how you left the last thing, but now we want you to attach something to it. And we're going to cover it with the new piece before you can even see which side it is that we're actually talking about. It's just like, yo, somebody needs to help them with the instructions.
Hey, Marfan20 says, not to self-advertise, but you are, but I'm so close to 280. Oh, well, congratulations, Marfan. Very good. And like I always say, folks, I know this is my rhetoric, but please do check out each other's channel. Check out Brother from Another Brick if you want to know the latest and greatest news. Check out Dok Sampson if you want to know about what the community is up to and you want to kind of see his view of it. It's very cool. We've got Rogue Runner in the chat as well, folks. Please do check out his channel. He was on a fantastic stream yesterday with me doing the slave one. Rogue Runner, you hit a milestone yesterday. I think you hit 50, didn't you? I think you've just topped over that. So he's a great guy, folks. Do check him out. We've got Trick and Brick in the house. Hey,
Trick or Brick?
Trick or Brick, yeah. So did I say Trick or Treat? Oh, I do apologize. As a schoolboy.
The great store. He's got a great store, one of those Bricklink stores. And he kind of like shows you how to break down sets and what good part ratio to price and now he has his wife come on and she's building Lego sets. So I'm just waiting for him to drag his son in there and be like, all right, it's the Trick or Brick family.
Yeah. Rogue Runner, I've got a question for you. I'm just going to send you a message. Rogue Runner, I've just sent you a message, my good friend. Let me know what you think. I have an idea. Moto, hey, Moto. He goes, hello, Doc and LBB. I bet you that Doc is ahead of LBB in the build.
No.
Well, as it happens, is not Moto. I'm actually leading this one. I think it's only down to the fact that Doc's got a slightly different sorting technique to me. I'll leave it at that.
Doc is a slow builder, guys. So, unfortunately.
So sorry, brother from another brick. I didn't quite catch what you said then. Be fair.
Oh, Doc's a slow builder.
Oh right. Oh yeah. I mean, he's slow, but I'm dead slow. But the Doc has got a whole. This particular lion. I need to call it a bear then, Doc. He's of like 5 bags or so, and but he's got all these parts came in one bag. So I've got the lucky point of the advantage slightly of being able to sort through them a lot quicker.
Foot.
There you go.
So, Greg, do you have any of the NASA sets?
Yeah, I've got a few actually. I remember last June, I did a NASA month actually, where I built the women of NASA, the lunar lander, and some Creator Stream 1 space shuttle thingy-majig.
So no Saturn V?
Oh, I've got Saturn V, but that was kind of the set that got me back into Lego. So I built that. Maybe I'll deconstruct it one day and then rebuild it.
Okay. Yeah, because I have that in the lunar lander, and I'm not sure which one. I'm like, I want to build one of those on the 72-hour live stream, or at least start building one of them.
Yeah, that is a cool one. Now, talking of a cool one, someone else has joined the stream. He goes not by the name of Monkie Kid 52, Titanium J 52. Hey, Titanium.
Hello, everybody.
Boo!
Hey,
Okay.
how you doing, TJ?
I'm doing all right.
Do you know what, guys? This kind of reminds me of one of my first streams that I was ever doing. I'd have BFAB and Dok and Titanium and Brick Hive on. This is kind of cool. I like it. This is a nice thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
Hey, Jay. So, Jay, do you think Monkie Kid will in any way mess with Ninjago?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
If so,
Okay,
not
how many times have
immensely.
you been asked that question?
Multiple times. But I don't think that Monkie Kid will cause Ninjago to fall all on its own. Like there's a lot of factors. I mean, Ninjago's been going strong for almost 10 years now, and it makes Lego a lot of money, so there's no way they're going to get rid of it unless it starts to decline.
Right.
But I don't think Monkie Kid alone can cause it to decline.
No, I mean maybe because the people will want more Monkie Kid and they'll look at Ninjago as another portal call for that. You never know, do you?
Right, a complementary series.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, and then after they're done with the leg and you attach it to the body, then they finally say ×2. All right, it's like, oh, okay, now a less complicated leg lie. Although there are a lot of nice knot pieces in this set, though.
There is bundles of it, Doc. Bundles of it.
And I like all of the reverse tile too. I call it reverse tile because the studs, you know, instead of the other way around.
Yeah, cool. Doc, are you okay to go for say another half an hour or so? Is that good?
What time is it? Yeah, we can.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're going for another 31 minutes, 30 seconds, folks. So hang in there. And you never know. We'll get this 3/4 done at least, even if it kills us. But this is definitely a much bigger one than usual. I mean, every one of these lions is a set upon itself.
Yes, set and a half. It's just like,
it really is. It really is. Titanium, I think it would be a really good one for your collection, mate. I have to say. Right. Okay.
And then the new Ninjago line is not out until August, right?
It depends where you live. The UK people already are getting the Harry Potter stuff. Ninjago City, a lot of those stuff are already showing up in the UK. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, people are finding the Harry Potter, Ninjago, and City stuff in the UK. So
you better head to Tesco.
yeah, I'm seeing some post about it. So I don't know if it's Tesco where they found it, but there's some post on Instagram.
Tesco's. Well, Tesco's is like a supermarket store, albeit it's a massive supermarket store.
I don't know if it's Texel. Let me look where the person found it.
Oh, cheers, Peter.
Let's see. Yeah, one sec. I'll unmute myself once I find it.
No worries, dude. This is one of the benefits, folks, of having people that are in the know on the channel. So, Titanium, you looking at any of the new Ninjago sets to get?
Oh yeah, I've got 5 on my list.
What's top of your list?
Probably Destiny's Bounty. That's the first one I plan to get.
Okay.
But I also now have enough money for the Skull Sorcerer's Dungeon as well.
Yeah, I think that looks really good.
Yeah, it's a fantastic set.
I tell you what other one I like, though. I have to say, I really like their new mech that they've got coming out.
Yeah, the Firestone mech it's all right. I don't know if I'll get it. But
It's kind
it's a
of,
good set.
I like the fact that it's half kind of fiery and half grey.
Yeah, half fire, half earth. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I really like it. Does anyone out there in the chat, do you guys and girls out there, do you like your Ninjago sets? I read earlier on that Trick or Brick was saying that his son wants Monkie Kid and he's not particularly interested in getting any more Ninjago. So I suppose at the moment there isn't new Ninjago sets out there. So that's interesting. So that goes down, but that one doesn't. Oh, actually, maybe not. No.
Yeah, I think the whole Legacy line's been pretty good though. So
Yeah, Legacy's definitely been good. Yeah, the Kai Fighter is another one I plan on getting.
The Kai Fighter. So, okay, now what color one is Kai? He's the red fiery one, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, and he's going to get a fighter, so that's like a jet plane or something?
Yeah. Here's the original Kai Fighter.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That looks a bit like the one that Solo Brick Builder built the other night.
Yeah. It's similar to the Storm Fighter in some ways, yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, the new one is double the price, but it's twice as big and has a couple more features packed in.
Okay, well that's not too bad though, is it? You don't mind paying double the price if you've got double the bricks.
Yeah, it definitely looks worth it. I saw a review today on the new Kai Fighter and it looks pretty good.
So I found the images of the set. What's it called? But I can't find the name of the store. But I was told that we're found in the UK. That being said, anyway, you guys get them in like 6 days. So I think, right? 6-7 days.
And that's Ninjago, yeah? Brilliant.
You guys get Harry Potter, Ninjago, and City, I believe, all in June. So
oh dang.
Yeah.
Might be worth trying to get hold of one of the Harry Potter ones quickly then for the channel.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there's already reviews up on one of them. I know a guy. He sounds like he's from the UK. He has a review of one set, so they are in the. If you type like Harry Potter 2020 review, somebody has a review of the Rumor Requirements, and he sounds like he's from the UK. So yeah.
Damn it! I wonder how they get them.
So has any Harry Potter been out that has Beatrix Lestrange in it this year? Bellatrix, I should say.
You should watch some videos, Doc, and yes, the Burrows and the minifig series.
And that's part of the new line?
Correct.
Okay, then I know somebody in Canada that was showing off the minifigure today.
Really?
I mean, someone who did a video comparing the minifigs and just had a photo of it right next to it.
I don't know. I didn't see the video, the whatever it was. There was just a post, and all I saw was the pictures.
Oh, okay.
So it could have been, just a picture of whatever, or it might have had them in hand. I don't know. They didn't say that. The thumbnail didn't say figures in hand or anything like that. So could just be pictures. But they're in Canada. That particular person.
Any idea how the new collectible minifigure series is going? 20? Is it? I don't really hear much about
that. One's only having 16, unfortunately. The series 2 for Harry Potter. That being said, the pack got revealed extremely early. So.
Oh, so Harry Potter's the new again?
Harry Potter CMF, I think, is also, though, it's coming out August, I believe, for everyone. August, September, when the new direct-to-consumer Dagon Alley is supposed to come out. That being said, I'm not 100% sure on the release date. Like, I got told September by my guys, but there's been some people saying that it might come out earlier. So I don't know. All I know is it's supposed to be $400 in minifig scale. So...
Wow.
Oh my God! Sorry, what set's that then?
Wow.
The direct-to-consumer Diagon Alley. It's supposed to be $400, and minifig scale. And then it has like Ollivander, Gregory Goyle, Cyrus Black's in there. That's
Cyrus. Serious.
Yeah. I can't speak, So those are what's rumored. So yeah.
Wow, I just wonder how many shops there are going to be. And
yeah, I'm glad it's not micro scale, like based on because we already got a technically a micro scale when we got the promo on the, so I'm glad that's not micro scale.
Yeah.
And then will they have that wall that has the bricks that all separate out?
I have not seen images. I just know stuff,
Okay. and the idea if it will hook up to Hogwarts in some way?
I heard that there's pins that you they're gonna have little pin things or whatever, but they can't connect to Hogwarts.
Right.
But there's gonna be pinholes, I guess, to maybe add more to the future, kind of like the Hogwarts connectable sets or whatever.
Exactly, because Diagon Alley is pretty big, in the thing, so we just keep on making, new shops just to add on to it.
Yeah, they totally could do that. So,
or at the very least, they can connect to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it so modular-ish. Do you collect any Harry Potter titanium?
I've got one set. I have the Night Bus, the latest version.
Yeah, I got that one, mate. I got it because I could just fancy getting a bus with purple bricks on it. But as like anything that I seem to buy these days, I need to build it. But no, it's a nice set. I say I bought it. It was bought for me for Christmas, I think it was.
I got it for Christmas too.
Yeah, it was in a sale. It kind of retails for 30, 35, and Amazon were knocking it out for £23, I think it was.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it was a really good price. It was like, wow, that's... And again, it's another one of those ones that I was never really interested in until I actually saw it in the Lego store. I was like, hey, that's pretty good, actually. Are you guys out there in the chat? Anyone out there Harry Potter fan?
So
he loves Ninjago. Yeah.
I see that Tricker Brick asked about the White House. That set's coming out in July, so that's a July release.
Architecture or
architecture? I can never speak, so it's July.
Oh, okay. Is that going to have will there be a little micro figure of Donald Trump in that?
That would be interesting. But no, it's just the White House. I mean, they've already made a White House before. Though this one's an 18 plus targeted version, and it's $100. Yeah. So I don't know how much the other one was, but it's $100 set, and it's coming out in July. So,
do you get any discount if you're American?
You get a what?
A discount, yeah, American.
Oh. If only.
No. No, Trump's the president. There's no discounts. What are you talking about?
That set sounds like an American stealth tax, if ever there was one.
Yeah, you get a discount for being an American. Oh, that would be funny as heck. Like for Monkie Kids, you get a discount for being Chinese or something. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, you got to prove it with your papers, though. Special Chinese ID cards.
So
That's where I
BFAB.
asked Doc to help me out.
Go on,
So
Tato.
BFAB, I heard on Instagram the other day that all of the new Marvel sets were releasing in June. Is that rumor credible?
That sounds about right. That I believe they're exclusive to Targets when they first come out in June. So,
And BFAP hates them all.
I do. I really do.
Yeah, I think this is a very weak wave that they're coming out with for Marvel.
Or like the Avengers Tower, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of. Not like, yeah, I gotta have it's kind of like, put it on clearance and I'll be there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll buy any Lego set on 50 to 75% off clearance. Like that changes my perspective. Like when I went on that shopping spree and I, got like basically all the like Lego sets that I could find that were 50 to 77% off.
Yeah.
That I really, really enjoyed doing. That was fun, and I cannot wait to for clearance month to happen again. And I'm just looking out for it. So then when it happens, I'll go to 14, 15 Walmarts. Hopefully this time the car doesn't break down like last time, and just buy them all. So
I don't know. You got your new car. You ain't got any problem about that.
I mean, I thought the same thing about my mother's car, because hers was a hybrid car. I'm like, oh yeah, this will be fine, and then it dies in the middle of nowhere.
Hybrid car. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you think that nicer cars would do well, like but
Yeah, well, I don't want to say anything.
Doc, I think you should buy us all cars, and you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car.
Like Oprah did, and then she forgot to mention that. Oh, you get a tax. You got to pay the tax on the car.
Yeah, that's the thing. Even I heard about that over here.
Yeah, and everybody just peed themselves, and all the rage. It's just kind of like, what? So you'd rather pay $300 for a car, that's brand new, or whatever. It's because it depends on what state you lived in as to how much tax you had to pay on the car because you picked it up in the dealership in your own state. So some people, it was going to be expensive, but other people be like, yeah, that's no problem. Give me the car. Give me.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like glad I got a car. I'd be like, dang, Oprah gave me a car. Yeah, sure, I'll pay the taxes on it. So.
Chico Brick saying Doc Opera.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd be like, hand out some cars. I'd be like, okay, here you go. You're gonna have one. Although I want to give out everybody one of those that smart car, that tiny little roller skate of a car.
Oh God, that's it. Yeah.
I'm giving out this car. Everybody can have one. Here we go.
Honestly, they've sold them for so many years over here. I tell you what, they're actually all right for a car that's actually a two-person car. They're not bad size-wise. They're okay. But
you guys have that car that opens the front. The front of the car is the door, and it has one tire in the back. Isn't that?
Oh, that's a bubble car. Blimey, Doc. You're going back to the 60s with that one.
Yeah, I mean, that's not. They don't still make that kind of a thing.
They don't make anything like that anymore. I think I can't think of anyone. Oh, actually, no. I tell you who that makes something similar, but it's a motorbike. That's BMW. They make something like that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, I personally drive a little BMW, which is effectively just a Mini. But it's a good little car, but it has no boot on it or trunk, as it's otherwise known as.
I'm just like, I don't get why it's called a boot.
I don't get why it's called a trunk.
Because a trunk is a case that can hold.
Yeah,
things.
but also a trunk, an elephant trunk, swimming trunks.
Yeah, because I tell you what, my trunk in my car is not.
But those things were named by Europeans. That's why they're odd.
That's not an excuse, Doc.
So, because a trunk is a case.
Yeah, and
so a boot is what? You guys store things in boots? Because a boot is not only the end of a car where you place receptacles, but a boot is also something you put on your foot, right?
Yeah.
So do you guys store things in boots?
We can. If you've got big feet, you can.
See, at least sense. That's all. I And then what do you? Oh no, that's we do the same.
Hey, Cafe Kong. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, it's definitely a hindrance not having to just, not being able just to open up the bag and go, okay, you don't have to sort through every last piece in the set. You only have to sort through the ones that are going to be,
Yeah.
useful.
Yeah, no, well, this is proving it, Doc, because I'm a much slower builder than what you are.
Wow.
There was a lot of pieces in this one as well.
Yes, and it is, it's like, at first I was like, oh, this is a nice little build. It's not too complicated. Yeah, because we weren't to the complicated part yet. It's like, okay, pay close attention. One wrong move and the entire thing's got to be taken back apart.
Yeah. So Titanium, what are you working on at the moment? What's you got anything you want to show off?
Not really. I'm working on the Blacktron mobile base. I'm kind of improving it a bit.
Do you want to show us
Mobile
a bit about that?
Sure.
Okay, let me put you on solo. We'll take a little bit of heat off Doc and me. You show us around. This is a mock. Am I right? This is a mock, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a mock.
Mobile base is, when you say mobile base, you mean like it's a truck?
No, I mean like it's this.
Yeah. Wow. That is a lot of bricks.
So it's going to be a gigantic tank. So it's going to be a tank or something, but it's going to be mobile.
Yeah.
Either way, it will roll.
Yeah. So I'm mostly improving the middle. So the middle had kind of like it had a balcony above, which I'm not sure if I'm still going to do, but I might because of stability. And then it had this area down here. And this area used to like dip back down, but I didn't want to do that anymore. So I'm just making it go up. And so I've got to work on that a lot. But I've kept the rest of it relatively the same. I'm also going to add some turrets over on each side.
All right.
Even got a landing pad for this old Blacktron set.
Ooh, yeah. I'm liking that. Do you know what? Tell me a little bit about those green elements you've got there, mate, because they look quite unique.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, I just I bought, I think it was like a garage sale thing with a bunch of old pieces, and a bunch of these Blacktron pieces were in it. So
What are they?
and use them.
Sorry, what set did they come from originally?
I'm not sure. They've come from a lot of like the Blacktron sets from the 80s and 90s.
Oh, okay.
Whenever Blacktron was around. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It had to have happened during my dark ages.
Yeah, that was definitely well into my dark ages, all that time.
Yeah. But it's nice and big. I even put a Blacktron logo on each side.
I always look at those and go, okay, interesting. I give them that.
And then you can even lift off the landing pad. And there's a room underneath. And then the first floor is just storage for this.
For a shuttle?
Yeah, it's like a little tank. And there's a ramp in the back that you can open, and the tank rolls up into it. Closes up and it looks nice.
So that is there. What's the 8 for?
It's a Blacktron symbol. It's a B.
Oh, it's a B, not a letter 8. Okay. I thought maybe it was like, the vehicles were numbered like the Thunderbirds.
That might be a good idea, though. Put a number on it.
Yeah, like you say, like Doc said, it's kind of like a Thunderbird-esque.
Yeah.
Oh, also like Voltron. That's got numbers on each one.
Oh yeah.
It's also got a couple of cheater wheels underneath to keep the middle stable.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of had to because it wouldn't roll otherwise.
The sag, too much sag.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this thing is also based on a mock that I made several years ago that had a similar kind of concept with the treads and whatnot. So there was some inspiration from that as well. If I ever find pictures of that, I'll show them off.
Did you have a name for that as well?
No, I didn't, but it was for my Space Police criminals at the time.
They had their own mobile base.
Yeah.
So cool. Good stuff. I love anyone that can do mocking stuff. It's very clever. I'll take my hat off to you, mate. Be fair, have you ever tried mocking something up?
I guess if bullying counts as mocking someone, then yes. Bad joke. But I tried mocking. I've tried it in the past. I'm a horrible mock builder. That being said, me and my friend Eric are going to go and try to apply on Lego Masters, and I might have to start practicing how to build because, like, for me, I'm very good at art stuff, but I haven't really built a lot of stuff that were mocks. So I think maybe my art will be able to help me become like creative when it comes to like ideas and stuff, because I can like sketch out anything. Like if people see like the vehicles I draw, they're really out of this world and they don't look like anything that people have seen before. So I think that could really help me when it comes to like designing stuff. But I'm not a builder, so.
So how come you want to apply for Lego Masters?
I want to be famous.
Okay.
It's a horrible reason, but it's true.
No, it's fair enough, mate. It's you heard it here first, folks.
Plus, my friend, he doesn't have personality, but he's a good builder. So
yeah.
Eric has enough personality. Plus, he's in active duty military.
Hey, Doc, here's the thing. Eric knows that. I already told him that. I said, I'd be the personality. You'd be the guy that builds. He knows he doesn't have personality. Yeah, I'm not talking ill will. I'm just being honest here. Okay.
All right, but either way, he'd be the one
Doc's
that
like, okay, fine.
Joe would be more interested in talking to just because of the demographic, because it's just kind of like, I don't want to say anything bad, but he's the pure white guy. So, okay. So they're going to be, there's the pure white guy we want to talk to, where we have, the not pure white guy.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is America. I mean, hello, you saw which teams left first. Crazy big haired lady, then one of the African American teams, and then the other one, and then here we were.
I think that for me, like, just because for me I'm over the top, I think Lego Masters would like that,
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But I'm saying the two of you, would be a compelling team because there's, you both have, Eric's got that and he can build, and you can build too. Because I just think because Eric will come up with the ideas, you'd be kind of like the Tyler and Amy. Because Tyler came up with all the crazy ideas, but Amy could put the brick together quickly or repeat, a build.
I feel like opposite. I feel like I'd be good at the ideas, and Eric would be the one building it because I don't know how to build. I think I've established that. But like, if I once we audition for the show, I will teach myself how to build. I will go to a pick-a-brick wall and just buy stuff and practice building and making mocks.
Well, you also got to have builds that you can send them pictures of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because, I mean, I don't think they start filming till like December. So like starting like June, I'm going to buy a bunch of pieces from Pick-a-Brick and just start mocking. So
yeah. Hey, Two Helmets, good to see you, mate. Good. Two Helmet Studios is in the house, folks.
I'm sorry, Two Helmets? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Two Helmet Studios or Two Helmet Studios. No, it's Two Helmet Studios.
That's an interesting name.
As in the hats, helmets, or helmet?
Like helmets, like Lego helmets?
Or helmet isn't the German name, helmet.
Like helmet, like Lego helmets?
Good question. Oh, I like in that titanium.
Yeah, this was a little Mtron chip that I built, and it was solely to try this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, if Eric backs out, you're going to have to audition with me for Lego Masters, okay? You got this.
Who?
Could we be in a position going forward then, whereby it could be potentially the final of Brickmasters 2021, and it's going to be Moto versus.
Yes, I am down.
Oh,
Clearly,
man.
Moto will go down.
That's going to be a tough one. Well, it depends on who Moto's teammate is. They could implode, BFAB.
I think I know who his teammate is. He will not say who it is. I'm pretty sure it's Allison.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know any information, but I'm like, hey, who's your teammate? Like, I can't say. I'm like, it's Allison. He's like, I can't say. I'm like, it's Allison.
You're like, fine.
Are you going to try and hit on one of the presenters?
I get on as one of the presenters.
Oh, no, BFAB's going to try to hit on one of the other contestants.
I get dragged off the show.
They're going to be lady contestants on that show. You know there is.
And I'll be running away. You think I'm not doing anything? I'm hiding.
No, you're going to be famous. You better stop running away from the ladies. They're going to be chasing you.
I hide under the table.
Two Helmet Studios says, yeah, it's Lego helmets. Cool.
I think it'd be cool to be on a TV show. I think like being on a TV show can lead to a lot more stuff. That being said, if I got accepted in the casting, I would totally just like get in shape, lose weight, like go like 2 weeks with eating like nothing, like a cracker and water. You know.
Well, you're going to be super busy. You're going to have your regular job to go to. You're going to have all these bricks that you're trying to mock with constantly to try to build up your mock skills and working out and getting a tan. When will you sleep?
Yeah, that's going to be a busy time. So, yeah, I reckon we potentially could be seeing a preview here, folks, of feedback 2020 Lego Masters Champion.
Yeah, well, he's got to start, actually building when he comes on live streams, Something. He's got plenty of, regular sets he could just start, just to get warmed up and get up to Eric's level. Because Eric's built, giant castles in weeks and been like, here you go. There's a giant castle. No problem.
Sands.
Hey, Sands.
Is it the real Sans? Oh, I'm supposed to say what Sans says every single time when anybody else comes in. Fake Sans. Ban him now.
I just wanted to say that I have to win this Lego Masters thing if I get on, okay?
Okay. So you need to bribe the judges. And what else?
No, I'll just go around asking Lego Masters for advice,
Okay, there you go. A lot of the ones that are already on the show. Because you'll be able to ask Australian ones and American ones.
The thing is, the Australian Lego Masters love me. I didn't know how much of them actually know who I am. It was great. Except when I joined one of their random streams on Twitch, they're like, oh, it's BFAB. I'm like, wait, you know who I am?
Well, yeah, I mean, Billsy knows who you are, and then, I'm sure your reputation precedes you. They might not watch Steve and Aussie Brick Chick live, but they might, end up turning the old and listening to it as a podcast.
I also call them all good looking, so maybe that's why they liked me.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Plus, they love your, your American accent.
Oh, yeah, they're swooning over it right now.
Yeah, you just wait until some Englishmen start talking over there. They were like, "Oh, we're bored of him now."
Exactly, but I thought they hated the Brits.
They do. They call us Poms.
Yeah, exactly. They call you guys crazy names. You're just kind of like, what? It's like, what did we do? It's like, I could understand, back in the day, when Australia was formed or whatever, you guys hating on us. But what have I done? As a modern British person, what have I done to you Australian guys?
Yeah, they're going to hold a couple of things as well, grudges on. Damn, so I'm at part 159.
Wow, I'm at 135 bag 10, and I was going to stop right there because,
Where are we coming up to? 3, 2, 8.
Yeah, 130, so it's like...
Yeah, we'll give it a couple more minutes, and then we'll call it a night, I think.
So it looks like part 2 is going to be in... Yeah, because this thing's got wings and whatnot. I'm just like, good Lord, you're building the wings, and you're not even to the back legs until 221.
So what are we going to do with this? Are we going to continue this bit next week, or?
I think so. I want to continue the black one next week because if I'm going to fiddle with any of them off camera, it's that blue one I got stalled on the blue ones because I got the yellow and the red, But
Yeah.
you know, this black one, I think we should finish on stream.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm just doing his face at the moment. That's weird how his faces just come together. It's like out of nothing. I'm like, oh.
Oh yeah, the head number 10. Yeah, okay. Oh, so that was that bag that was just filled with gold pieces. Good God, yeah, gold everything, gold clips, gold plates. Yeah, because it makes the tail too.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, this thing is pretty deluxe.
I'll finish this head piece.
And then we got Memorial Day on Monday tomorrow. So is anybody? Most of America will have tomorrow off.
Yeah, we've got a bank holiday tomorrow as well.
So then will there be, you know, transatlantic Memorial Day stream or?
We could have done something for that. We didn't think about that.
Yeah, because I'm sure somebody's going to do something tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't know, actually. I haven't heard anyone saying that they're going to do anything.
Yeah, no, because normally Monday is when like Bricksmith and like Bricksmith and Brickblaze, you know, are over on the Twitch playing GTA. Sometimes they build Lego, but mostly they play, you know, Grand Theft Auto, and which is just, you know, watching two crazy Southern guys run around shoot things.
They switched that up.
Oh, that is nice.
It's cool, isn't it?
They switched what up, Jay?
They switched up their schedule. They do GTA after PBN tonight.
Oh,
and then they do Lego every Monday.
Oh, okay. On the Twitch or on the?
On Twitch.
Yeah, see, I have that. I don't have notifications turned on for that. I usually, if I'm watching somebody and they dual stream on the YouTube and the Twitch, I'll turn the YouTube off and that because I'm seeing it, and then turn on the Twitch and watch it that way. So that's why I'll comment for a little bit on the YouTube, and then I'll just run over to the Twitch side, talk on the Twitch side.
Well, Doc, we've hit that 3 hours 31 seconds, and yeah, so this has been a much longer stream than I thought we were going to do. I thought we'd knock this out quite quick, but it is a big part. This is, God, this has got to be about 800 pieces, I think.
You got to be kidding me! We've been going for I thought we were like coming up to the 2 hour mark. We're at 3 hours and 31. Oh, I'm embarrassed. Ninja, I take back everything I've ever said about snail building.
I think, folks, this is the craziest thing, right? This is this was what I want to know is what's happened to the days, right? What's happened to the days when 2 hours was deemed extreme amount of streaming? These days, it's like if you're not doing 3 hours, you know, it's crazy. 3 hours is the norm these days. But look, folks, so Doc, we're going to finish this one next week, yeah?
Yeah, next Sunday.
All right, so next Sunday, maybe do you fancy doing 2 next week? Because the red ones are quite small, aren't they?
Yeah, the red one and the green one, the 2 arms.
Yeah. Oh, maybe we should do this in one. So that would be a short one. And then
because that one went really quick. Because I want to finish the black one, and then the final one we should be able to finish up whatever line, and then actually do the combine in the final one. Especially the small lines.
Oh, okay. So we'll do this one and the red lion next week.
Yeah.
And then the week after that, or whenever we do it, which probably will be the week after, we'll do the we'll do the combination. We'll do the last arm. And we'll do the transformation.
Yeah, into the robot. Yeah,
wicked. All right. Well, look, we didn't finish it, folks, but we will be next week. So tune in for that. We'll get the tension building as the week goes on. As always, you know what, folks? Thank you, one, to all the panel, Dok Sampson, BFAB. It's great to be having you on here.
Thanks for having me on.
No, BFAB, honestly, it's brilliant, mate. I love you, you know that. Titanium J52, always a pleasure to have you on, my friend.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And of course, Doc, aka Khan.
it's Khan the producer. Doc is working on his. It should be out today.
This is it. Yeah. Look, watch out for the virtual news. Also, as well, thank you for Solo Brick Builder for popping in a little bit earlier on. Believe it or not, folks, Brick Hive was in the stream earlier on, but he wasn't live. But he was
Nope,
there.
he wasn't. We yanked him for a good 20 minutes before we went live.
It was. We was having a good old natter. But yeah, of course, as always, folks, do check out BFAB. He does some great news. If you want to know the up-to-date news, the flashing stuff, BFAB's your man. Dok Sampson, he's your newsman. He'll tell you all the stuff that's going on in the community with his
Yeah, that goes on in the community that makes me laugh.
Are you talking about me?
That's easy to say. Yeah, it's kind of like Who's Been Framed by Dok Sampson. It is. Honestly. You watch it, you'll see what I mean. But do check it out. Titanium J 52. Thank you as always, mate, for your pearls of wisdom, your deep pockets of knowledge. But always, please give us a thumbs up. Please do subscribe if you fancy joining the LBB family, as always. And thanks to everybody out there. I mean, thanks to Rogue Runner Sans. If I'd known you was free, I would have had you on, mate, as well. Two Helmet Studios, Brett's Builds, CCAK, Cafe Con, Trick or Brick, Tech Production, Sio Connor. Everybody, Uju20, Haley Bricks, and thank you so much for being there. I really appreciate it. Wherever you are in the world, folks, stay calm, stay safe, and always building. Take care, everybody.